everybody.
Hi, it's us.
Welcome to the Natural Ones. Hi, it's us.
Hi, it's us.
Hey,
it's your boy.
Mark and the
You know,
Your
it's us.
natural ones.
Yeah, your boy, your girl, the natural ones.
Your boy,
You're non-binary.
your boys.
your whatever gender you choose.
Yeah.
The natural one.
The natural ones. Regardless of whatever that is, we are the natural ones.
And, I mean, you just watched our lovely recap that we did.
Done by the... Oh,
Holy
God!
shit! Are you
The
kidding me?
glorious Chelsea
Are
who
you
just
kidding
punched
me?
herself in her own face.
Yeah, I'm in. Same.
Oh.
Luckily, today,
This is-
we've got our
this is
producer,
the-
Raph, with us.
Yay!
Got
Yay!
surgery.
Back!
He's got his new kidney.
Yeah.
He can do backflips. I've seen it. Don't
He's a
question
man.
him on it, but he can do it. Just, yeah, there
Yeah,
it is. Yeah.
exactly. That's the sound
And
of
he
his
gave
baby
us
makes.
these lovely dice jails.
Ooh.
Nice
Oh.
3D printed.
Oh, yeah.
Very well.
I made them by
hand.
He carved
Bad
them himself
dice.
You
out of
carved them.
Which is to say,
Out
the
plastic.
vinyl tree.
he made them by hand because he clicked the correct link. But that's still making by hand.
Chris, you want to go ahead and talk about our...
Ladies and gentlemen,
So cool.
as you probably saw before the stream, as long as I managed to get everything in working order,
Sure.
the Kickstarter for Dragon Horde's Dice Company's first round of dice
Woo!
goes live tomorrow. Now, what you don't understand about these dice, these
They're
are the
so
first.
beautiful.
These are the first solid sterling silver dice to hit the market. Solid sterling silver
struggling.
dice. I love
Dragon
it, it's like the way it should be.
Horde.
The way it should be enunciated is like solid sterling silver dice, but like the way it feels like it should go, like when you say it, is like solid sterling silver dice. Like it's not. It sounds like a name.
There's a space between
It's
there.
me.
Solid sterling silver size.
Solid. Solid. Middle name Sterling, I guess.
Yeah.
Silver dice is the last name.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's hyphenated.
Now,
I'm sure they're gonna love this.
this stuff's beautiful. I'm really excited about it. I really want to get one of the D20s to add to the collection of D20s.
Because at this point,
They're really pretty.
they're
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
pretty.
And
There's so much glitter in them.
oh, you're talking about these ones.
Oh, sorry. The other ones.
I thought the
Sorry.
solid sterling silver dice.
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry.
By
Solid-
Dragon Horde.
Sorry, size.
They're-
That's hard.
What is the
What
name
is
of
their
it?
Kickstarter? Was
What
that
is the name of it?
Dragon's Horde Dice
There
Company?
you go.
Ooh.
Horde.
Yeah, Dragon's Horde Dice
Almost
Company.
Horde,
It's
everyone.
almost as
Dragon
though-
Horde.
These little
We
mugs.
have a mug about it.
We have a
two.
two mug.
They
We
sent-
have
they-
two mugs about
They
it.
sent us these beautiful little mugs. They're actually really.
I
like
love
them.
They're really sweet.
Like, they look like,
Like
camping
camp.
mugs.
I was just gonna say like
Yeah.
camping.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
and they
Take 'em
hold
on any
liquid so
quest.
good.
point is, check out the
Fiction
Kickstarter.
or real.
And it is-
Even if you're not sure you have the money for it right now, they're doing 2 giveaways. So if you want a chance to get a free D20 at a solid sterling silver dice, you can, all you gotta do is go and follow the Kickstarter, and I think also follow them on social media just so that you can get like updates about that. They're running 2 of them. One of them is just like a general like up until launch, and the other one is for every 200 followers they get, they're gonna be picking a winner. I believe as of recording this, which is a couple weeks ahead of time, I'm trying to get ahead for the holidays. They're getting close to the first 200, I think. So if you get over there and follow it, you'll be put in the running for at least 2 dice, probably. I can't imagine they want to hit 200 by the time that it goes live. They're really close. Yeah, go check that out. Like, they're a bunch of really nice guys. They're really passionate about D&D. Their feed's always interesting. They're always posting interesting things.
And if you like the mugs, they're actually one of the tiers of the Kickstarter.
So they are offered in the Kickstarter?
Yeah, so if you do $25, it is, I believe, tier 2. You get a mug.
I'm actually really happy about that because I was thinking about getting like a full set.
Yeah,
for that.
I'm about to go.
We're all about
Yeah,
it.
because I wasn't sure.
definitely.
Because they're beautiful.
Because they're
Yeah.
absolutely
They're really
gorgeous
Yeah.
Like,
dice.
they're like...
The
Oh,
mugs
the
and the
yeah, the
dice.
dice are great as well. I was talking about the mugs.
The mugs are really
I was talking
cute.
about
I
the
mean,
dice.
I'm doing both.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I want that mug.
I've got to be honest. I actually would like dice that look like this.
Oh,
Right?
totally.
Like a
this
mug?
like pattern, like
No, I've
Dalmatian
got-
dice.
Yeah.
I was thinking like
Dalmatian,
egg,
can I
like
just get-
dinosaur egg dice.
I have, like, these that are
or like
kind of
whale egg. If
creamy.
it was like off-white with like...
Was that?
That's kind of this.
Dragon
it's like
Horde.
a
Let us
Sorry.
also be
I
your
guess.
partners.
The
Sorry.
dinosaur egg is like a really good way to describe it.
It's
Yeah.
Sorry. Pause. What's Momo chewing on?
His toys.
Oh, good, okay. Sorry, I thought it looked like the cord. So I was just like,
We've got a dog here today.
we got a special guest
It's been
star.
very-
And it's a nice segue towards
It's a nice segue. Where did that dog come from, Tyler?
Well, he came from one of my coworkers at Dwarven Forge.
Oh,
One of those
hey,
places called Dwarven Forge.
One of those little places.
And, I mean, currently, today, while we're recording this, they're at PAX Unplugged. But by the time this comes out, they will not be.
If you're at PAX Unplugged, if you're at PAX Unplugged a week and a half ago, make sure to say hi
Make
to
sure to stop by the
Dwarven.
Die Hard booth.
I know.
No, but basically, I just wanted to.
That's not Momo.
Hi,
That's
Sally.
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 This isn't
She
the
got
dog we're
out.
watching. This is the office
Yeah,
cat.
This is our.
This is the new escape
Momo's
artist.
at my feet.
Wait, did she jump over the barrier?
No, the green screen. You did not put it
There's a
behind the
little
green
side-
screen.
There's a little hole.
If
in
at
the
any
side.
point during
So I was
the,
laughing
Yeah.
because you just saw the green screen slowly moving.
Her
There's like,
face towards me right now is pretty great.
She's pretty pissed about the dog.
I thought she's got her feet up on the desk.
She's
about
just
to
like,
let-
I'm sorry.
She's about to deliver some.
also-
Oh, she's
some
about to get up
political
on the.
commentary. She wants to explore the whole thing.
if at any point during this stream you see me like lean down weirdly like this, it's because I'm petting the dog.
And
It's
nothing
decided.
else.
Yeah, it's. You gotta reach real low. Like what? What? All right.
Jesus.
The dog is
Oh.
decided
that
to
was
nestle
a
by my
bad
feet,
visual
which I'm
image.
all for. But
I'm
at
sorry,
some
that
point
was-
I'll
that was
forget
my
you're
bad.
watching
That
and I'll
was
start
my
petting the dog. Yeah, it does sound bad every time I say it. All right, moving on.
Back towards reality.
Oops, there goes gravity.
What? Edit? That would it.
Goodness
We're
sake.
almost
I don't
done
know
with
where
Cameron's
it's
deep fulfillment. It'll all be done by.
Back to reality. Oops, there goes gravity.
Do you want to
Do
start?
you guys want to keep sitting next to each other?
Yes.
Yes,
Are you
teacher.
gonna,
Great.
are you
Great.
gonna separate us in class?
No.
Sure,
I'm just
Mom.
making
What a
sure.
principal!
Do you guys,
What a
do you guys want to
principal.
keep playing?
Yes.
We were
Right.
finishing the bit.
Finishing the
Oh,
bit.
the most important part of our day.
It was a really good
It's a
bit.
good bit. Did you hear the noises that came out of my
Clip
mouth?
this. Someone
It was
clip
only
this.
noises.
Please clip this.
It's a good
Could you
bit.
imagine if Eminem just forgets his lyrics on stage and as fast and as hard as Eminem goes, he's like blah 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 blah, like a rabid dog.
Now I do.
Bloop, 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 gravity.
I hope this.
Bloop de bloop gravity.
Oh, should we start over? Like, you
No,
know?
we're not starting over. We're just moving on. Thanks, Dwarven Forge.
Thank you, Dwarven Forge. We really do appreciate it, even though we're irreverent and, general assholes.
Well, they are.
Bloop de
This
bloop
table,
gravity.
the best table.
I don't know. I've yet to come up with a name for that table.
The right table.
I mean, they're the problem table, but
The
I have yet
delinquents.
to come up for you guys.
Oh,
The
it's like
solution
Breakfast
table.
Club.
Ours is just trouble. With a capital T.
Solution table is kind of.
Has its issues.
Sounds a little fascist.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Has
final.
its problems.
Thank you guys for watching our Redwall inspired. I keep clapping and I keep forgetting. It's just how I
The
talk.
dog's
Three
what?
days ago.
I
3 weeks
know.
ago.
Yeah, but thanks to everyone who's been watching constantly and for new followers and new subscribers. We do appreciate it as we have now reached affiliate. Yay! So we are hoping.
And technically, it was after
Yeah,
Redwall,
it was-
but yeah, we film these things preemptively, so it's one of those things where like sometimes we're a little bit ahead. So
Yeah.
This is our first recording
We're
session
behind.
since
Yeah.
making affiliate, so like we really just wanted to
Yeah. Thank you all for. I know Chris put in a lot of work.
Yeah.
So much work.
It was my
so
baby.
much work
It
for
was my dibbin.
all of that, and I know we had a great time playing it. So
Yeah.
thank
Yeah,
you.
go Chris.
And yeah, so hopefully now we will be able to bring you guys new content. I know we're gonna do some new stuff on social media. We're gonna hopefully bring you cool new merch, and by cool new merch I just mean merch in general. 'Cause, ooh, I would love to
It's
bring
cool and
in
new because it's new.
It's
Custom-
cool and new.
Custom grill covers.
You mean like teeth?
We're doing it.
Yeah,
Oh,
meaning
grilling.
grill.
Oh.
We're just like,
No, we're gonna make
I
you.
was talking about like cozies to put over your barbecue.
That's what I want.
And yeah, no, we
D&D
appreciate you guys so much. If you love the show, please tell all of your friends to watch the show, because we'd love for your friends or your family. Get your parents involved. Get your boss involved.
yeah.
Get your boss's kids involved. If they don't have kids, get your boss's cousin involved. You know.
D&D, the really weird
Family
Cutco / like televangelist game.
Yeah.
We need
But
to
we-
get to that new jet.
We should also
Give us
mention.
your money.
we also mention
Jesus wants you to. Sorry.
We should also mention we're not gonna be streaming next week.
Yeah.
So We might do like a rerun or something along those lines, but we will not be having a new episode
On
next
Christmas.
week.
Yeah, we are
Holiday.
A holiday.
we are taking Christmas off.
And technically, it's also Hanukkah at that time, so we're taking all holidays off.
Happy Hanukkah.
Every holiday, Christmas, Hanukkah.
Babalouche.
Maybe
Hanukkah, Arbor Day.
Wednesday.
I celebrate candle.
Happy Wednesday,
Yeah.
Oh,
everybody.
you do?
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah,
we're
me
a
too.
government institution, so
We're
we
a
have
bank.
to take federal holidays.
We're
We-
funded by the
Even
state
though
of
we
New
did a
York.
very notable
We're a bank
Thanksgiving.
holiday.
Yeah. But it was the day before Thanksgiving.
It was the day before Thanksgiving.
Ah.
But really though, like it is very difficult to get these things off the ground because there is a lot of stuff in the market. So the fact that like anybody is actually watching this consistently is really, really nice.
And
Yeah.
we
We're
appreciate
trying
it.
we're trying pretty hard to do something unique with it. The only reason that we started putting this on the air, it's discussion, we talk about it a lot, was that we felt like we actually could do something interesting narratively that I feel hasn't really been brought into the space, and that's kind of what we're trying to do, and it's nice to know that it's resonating with somebody.
Yeah. And we appreciate you all.
Yeah.
Thank you
With
so
that.
much.
With that, I'd like to go ahead and charge into the game.
Yeah.
We've done all our thank yous and things like that, and I think it's about time.
Are we playing today?
Oh shit. This whole time?
How do you already have a dice in jail?
I can't use that one because it doesn't have numbers. It has numbers.
It doesn't have lines other than the 9 and the 6.
Oh.
Oh.
So it's in jail forever.
It's the Wendy's die.
That's
I
just
marked
bad
mine on my
design.
pencil.
We want
Nice.
With a pencil.
Sorry.
No, actually, us just
Momo's
like
killed a duck.
us just automatically jailing Wendy's dice is probably
Maybe a squeaky toy
That's
is
gonna
the
be a
best
problem.
idea.
Producer Raph, you getting that squeak?
Yeah, I am.
you
All
hearing
right,
that
cool.
you're hearing that squeak.
It's me.
I just don't think you were going.
It's just my
But it didn't
bone.
look like
No,
that.
that's intentional sound design.
It's
It didn't
just
look like
my
you were
bone.
coughing.
Momo.
Chelsea.
Momo, come here. Come here.
Hope your
It's gonna
parents
be a
don't
hell of an
watch.
edit.
We're
Come
cutting.
here.
We need to cut the part out where Chelsea goes like this,
No,
and now we need to cut out the part where I mimic it, please.
Please cut out the part where they both went like this.
Wait,
Gift now.
wait, Jess, in unison. What does everybody here not want to be seen doing?
Yeah, I know. No,
It's like-
please,
no,
please cut out this one.
Is it also these?
That one?
Yeah.
These ones we can't have any
You
of
want this?
that.
And then the one
You
behind?
want this?
Yeah.
None of
None of
that.
this?
Or the one where Miles
this?
goes like this.
Yeah, this one. This one's bad.
That one's really
Oh,
bad.
the dog's actually there now. Hey!
Oh,
First
God.
time I reached out, I was like, "There's not a dog there. It's there now." It's,
Ow.
all of this sucks.
The
Oh, there's a dog now.
The
Now we know what dog
It's holding a duck.
Ew.
That sounds like something you should get checked out
So
with a
last
doctor.
I'm gonna be cutting out a lot less of this than I thought.
Whenever you're ready.
Anyway, we're serious D&D players who play serious D&D.
Last time on the Natural Ones.
You guys went to Ulankar. You
Ulankar.
saw some shit. You're
Stop.
now here. You are currently. You guys were on the pathway through the top ring, the trades ring, where all the businesses, some hotel, like inns and things like that, pubs that are. You want to stop tugging with the dog?
Hey, could you quit tugging on the duck? We're trying to do something serious here.
All right.
Yeah, we're trying to play
Um,
D&D.
And you guys are. I mean, like.
Sorry.
There's something internal that I'm like, oof, boy, this next part is just gonna be.
We're keyed up.
Yeah, you guys really are. You were after the little tussle within the not tussle, but like the I don't know the last minute decision to not steal something. You guys instead headed towards the Fratterfuller establishment in Ulankar, one of Philip's family members.
Cool.
Okay, we're in Ulankar. We're walking.
I was
We're
gonna say,
walking.
I was gonna say, are we walking
we're
towards
walking.
it?
We're
We're
walking.
walking towards the Fratterfullers.
It was-
We're going
was-
to the Fratterfuller house.
It was across the way too, not much farther. It was because the whole distance of Ulankar again is like a 5-mile diameter.
I swear to God, if you throw
Like a circumference, so like it's this thing where walking on the outer rim is the largest ring. You guys could take a mine. I mean, you couldn't take a mine car to that other side, but most of the mine cars they basically go in between the rings.
I want to see this shit. You know.
Yeah, like take a slow walk.
I want to see what this ring city looks like. You know.
Right.
Ring City, bitch.
Ring City.
City, bitch.
Ring City.
You guys are like on 11.
Sorry.
Club
You
night.
got us all excited by saying what we were thankful for.
So.
All right. Yeah.
As you continue to walk around the bend, it's another like mile and a half of a walk. So it does take around half an hour to get all the way kind of around the bend. As you guys are continuing on, you guys know you're close, so I would say that you guys would kind of make your way towards any of the passersby and be like, we're looking for the Fratterfuller, and they kind of like keep pointing you into the direction. You guys, they say to look out for a sort of like a rich oak building with a giant like dragon's head.
Like an actual dragon's head, or like a carving of a dragon's head?
They say that the Fratterfullers claim that it is a real dragon's head. The verification of if it is or not is up for debate.
It didn't get Twitter verified.
You can always take a Fratterfuller at his word. Sorry. You can always take a Fratterfuller at his word.
So as you get closer, you do start to see this. It's a nicely sized building. It does have it seems like 3, potentially 4 levels within it. If the attic space was to be cultivated. It has this sort of like terracotta roof on top of it. It is oak material, and it has, as you like pass by the glowing mushroom chandelier that sort of is lighting up the entire city. Is also giving the sheen. Like it seems like there's some sort of gloss or glamour upon the oak itself to like make it shimmer, and it almost has because of this blue light coming from the mushroom, kind of all the kind of cordyceps and things reaching out over the ceiling. It makes these waves of blue and magenta, purple, like kind of very light over it as you pass like certain areas as the light hits it a specific way.
Is that recognizable?
This is a really weird question. If I want to see if the house actually looks like that, or if it's just like the light, is that an insight check on the house?
Oh, if only.
It would.
Or like,
I mean, technically, things like seeing through illusions and things like that is a wisdom saving throw. But
you gotta throw your dice at him.
Since make an insight check.
Oh, I shouldn't have asked. Okay.
I can use my ring of true sight as well.
Well, I didn't want to just volunteer it.
Me and Chelsea were like, the ring.
See, here's the thing.
I was not at all discreet. I was like,
I didn't want to just volunteer your ring because you only get one
alright.
charge per day. So.
It's alright.
no.
Yeah, no, I'll throw it on.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm going to use my activate my ring of true sight.
Oh, I have a +6.
Say it one more time.
I'm going to activate my ring of true sight.
Activate your ring of true sight. All right. You activate the ring, and the entirety of the space around you, kind of just like, for how far does it see? 60, correct?
I believe so.
I'm pretty sure it's 60.
Great.
So we'll at least right now we'll say it's 60. If it's 120, whatever.
Sure.
You guys are in an outside, like you're in a city. It's not so much about that as much as it is like. So, in this bubble around you, kind of like looking around, there seems to be this. You start to see in your eye, you start to see colors start to like take a deeper saturation, almost as if they are reaching true color status. Like this weird thing of like maybe in true sight you're seeing into a new layer of color. And so like as you're walking through and you're looking towards the house, I would say you would use it when you're within close enough distance. Like you would have to be within 60 feet for it to actually show up as, within your field of vision. So as you walk up to the house, there is this giant dragon's head, layered in platinum, and it sits at this. There's this from the ceiling, like from the roof of the actual building itself, is this staircase that leads to the dragon's head.
Can I fly up and investigate the dragon's head?
Before you do that, I'm
sorry.
You,
I thought the description.
No. That's what I'm saying. I was still doing. But it's like, we'll get to that in a second. It's large. It is this like as if it was an ancient dragon. This something like 40-foot head. Like it seems massive.
Big head.
Maybe for you.
As you look at the building close enough,
my Saturday night.
the shimmer, the glamour is lessened, and it just looks like oak.
Okay.
The head?
No. The
building.
The building itself, like everything, it's a real building. All the size is there, but the glamour of the magic, which was an illusion, seems to be more to just like catch light or something like that.
Okay.
Like it doesn't seem like it just is placed upon the building to make a cool effect rather than hide anything.
It's like makeup. It's not changing the fundamental structure.
No.
It's just making it more
No.
aesthetic.
The dragon's head, I'll say you start like just outside of it and come into it. As you get closer to the dragon's head, there is a small portion of it though that like you start to like it looks real. And there's moments where like the mouth like opens and like looks around and like it's like this like animatronic dragon head. And as you look at it with your true sight, it's stationary.
Okay. Okay. You said it was like platinum?
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
I still want to fly
The
up.
material still looks the same.
Okay.
I still want to fly up and see if it's biological.
I mean, it's moving in your sight.
In my sight, yeah.
That's
Like
what I mean,
I want to see if it's biological. I want to see if it's
Looks like they
a real
trapped.
dragon head.
Looks like they trapped a whole dragon in there.
It seems like a small building for the rest of that dragon.
So you fly up.
It's been working out.
You kind of catch a look from everybody on the street as you rocket into the air and get up. It seems real, but as you get closer, like on the flight up, it looked like, wow, that looks really good. And then as you get about like 5 feet away from it,
Oh, yeah.
oh, it's very clearly an illusion. Like you can kind of see the after image of the actual stationary
Yeah.
dragon's head right there.
But it's still pretty good.
It's still very well done. It's
Alright.
just that it's like,
I want to land back down.
There's not the rest of a dragon in there. But it's a very, very good trick.
you see the like layered in gold in the oak, in a very beautiful calligraphy, written the dragon's breath.
Oh, you know, us gnomes certainly do have a flair for the aesthetic.
He should be fine.
Yeah.
He should be fine. Doesn't mean he's going to be fine.
that was the dragon. The dragon barks.
Are there any?
Oh, we brought Trulio with us.
We definitely brought Trulio with us.
Are there any weird noises coming from inside, like that we could hear from the
It
building?
just seems like a lively bunch. It doesn't seem like weird noises. You just hear some laughter. You hear some, some very like calming, like calming, but just like sort of like people who are interested in each other's company talking with each other. Like it's all muffled. It's all in different languages. It's all.
How tall are the doors?
They are built for a smaller folk. They are they're only like 5 feet in
That's
height.
exactly
I'm
my
gonna
height.
I'm gonna hunch over and.
You're gonna go in?
Yeah.
Sweet.
I follow.
Are you kidding?
No,
I
I'm just
like,
saying,
I like, run up to it.
I'm just saying, like,
Is there a patio like the chicken ranch, like, or is it like a?
it has a small, it has a small step,
That's a little
with thin railing up to the front door. It's like a singular door, but it has a little bit of a landing before you would actually go in.
Is there anyone there, like on top of the landing?
No, there's no like a bouncer or nothing like that.
Dolly Parton.
I would
Thank
die
God.
if there was a Dolly Parton character.
So they're not gonna card us, right?
I was trying to.
Are you guys going in the building or not?
There's
Yes.
no. Is there anyone? I'm
I've
trying to see
got
if there's
it.
anyone like chilling out nearby. Like, is there any like type of not customer?
Anybody smoking out front?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Ooh, you're not going in the dice jail.
Oh, okay.
Into the jail.
Jail, you don't go.
23.
23.
Okay, not that bad.
You do see.
No, I said
you
you
do
don't go into
see.
the jail.
You do see on one side, kind of towards the left of the building, you do see somebody who's like smoking a pipe and watching people enter and exit, but it just seems very calmly doing so. But it is in a certain way where it's like, oh, it's not just some casual guy standing out there. He seems to be particularly interested in like the comings and goings.
Okay. Cool. That's all.
A gnome man.
Okay.
Sort of like, kind of like, but not making any moves or making any faces or things when people do enter or exit. Just very
Sitting there.
obviously watching the door.
Do you recognize him?
I'm like running. I didn't see him. She saw him.
Yeah.
So
'Cause I followed
without
right
a
in.
word, you do see Philip just kind of saunter up to the door and just open it and step inside.
I'll go in.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
follow.
I'm gonna go in.
All right.
As it going, you Liam like reaches into a box and is like clicking together a little gadget that he cooked up in the last little bit of time.
What does it look like?
Like a pipe.
Like a special.
He's just pulling out, like, hanging out. Just it's very similar to a corncob pipe.
Oh, you like screw it on.
I don't know why
Yeah.
there's another pipe that I couldn't head.
I thought for a second
it
it
could
was
have been
just
like a
like
musical
click,
pipe.
click,
Yeah,
click.
that's
I
what.
love a bomb every now and then.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Love me a good bomb.
So
on a scale of 1 to bomb.
On a scale of 1 to bomb, this
I
is
always
a
put
bomb.
bomb.
wait.
I did. You know what? I put you at a 6.5.
All right. What do we see inside?
Yeah.
You come into the space, and I'm sorry, I missed one. I missed one part.
No.
That's it. I
Oh,
quit.
no.
Rewind.
Under the dragon's head, in a stained glass fixture, a triangular stained glass fixture, you see in green, gold, and in the sort of background is this almost sunset color. On the foreground, you see a bushel of wheat placed in stained glass over a hill of wheat.
It's
That's your
So I guess
Similarly
that's
recognized,
otherwise.
Yeah, you guys recognize this shit.
It looks very
'Cause it's
similar
on
to
your
the
shield.
symbol on Philip's shield,
Hey, that matches your shield.
but just with
I'm
color,
fucking gone, babe.
with the glamour.
We're following you.
We're following
You
you.
you better roll for fucking
Fast.
Speech
fast.
check.
You better run for fast.
Yeah, I
You
will.
better, you better roll for fastness.
Roll for fast.
Okay.
So with the glamour effect on top of that, the wheat seems to be blowing with as if a breeze is pushing.
Oh, fuck,
Through.
that's cool.
That's-
Gnomes are the best, man.
That's your
Yo.
best friend, yeah?
See if we can hook you up
Gnomes are the
on your
best.
shield. Let's see what we can do.
Whoa.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna make a whole, it's just like a whole mural on the shield.
Yeah. Let's do it.
God.
Oh my god, like a hologram card. Like, like the hologram.
Yeah.
I just, as I move my shield like this, I distract my enemies by like,
Lenticular.
oh, wow,
Lenticular shield.
Like, whoa.
make a lenticular shield.
Moments in your eye be
Face,
clapping.
wheat,
I know.
face, wheat.
As I move the shield, an elk gallops through the field of wheat.
Stick it on, stick it on, stick it on, stick it on.
I know.
He does it for the people we're fighting and then just goes, wham!
Distraction.
Distract him and then
As
like,
you step into
Look at the wheat,
after
look at
seeing
the-
that
look at
and
the-
in
look
the
at
outside fixture, you step into the room. A rich smell of it's okay. Like well cooked meat. Like sort of just it seems very clean as you walk through. There's a rug that leads from the front door all the way through this sort of partial railway part of the room. The opening floor is actually 2 stories tall, and you see all of this space. They have a couple of... Everything is built within wood, though. Everything seems to be like a fixture of natural sort of material. Like there are even parts of their chandelier that have like elk, antler sort of fixtures part of it. It seems though that again, like these things you can kind of even tell it's like, oh, that's very like cobbled together. These aren't things that like they took without reason. It's kind of it's very simple. The rug itself is made out of this like maroon gold inlay type designs. It has these like a paisley designs throughout it. And it stretches from the front door again all the way towards the back where there's a set of stairs that go up. There's a hallway that also breaks off to the right. The bar is the extension of the other side of the wall. It goes from the same part of the beginning of the door, the front door, just on the far wall, all the way back to the stairs as well. It's this like long, 35-foot long bar.
Alcohol bar or like a bar like ballet bar?
Alcohol bar.
Oh, okay.
This,
Valid question. It's like, like there's stools.
They do ballet.
There's
sexy.
a bunch of stools everywhere. There are a few tables out as well. Less tables than you would normally see in a regular pub. Seems like pub in hybrid kind of a thing. Like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense why they would. And you smell rich foods. You smell nice, like clean air. It's got sort of a hint of lemony freshness. They just pine salt the floors.
After all these shots, there's just a reaction shot on Liam, and he's like, "This is my kind of church."
Can I like lean over to the group like, has anyone else seen a church with a very, very long bar?
I don't really go.
You
to
see
church.
people passing out drinks, and then you kind of catch.
It's the Holy Spirits.
I mean, that's
Whoa,
fair. That's very
boy.
fair. That's a very, very fair pun that you did right there.
So,
What's a pun?
Oh, bless your heart.
is that a type of damage?
That's just what I was taught. It's like part of worship.
What's a pun do?
I was just a little worried that he was going to hit the camera. So
He
like,
needs to see us.
so you do see some barkeep. You see like 2-3 barkeeps throughout that entire stretch of ground, though. You do see probably 10 to 12 people walking around with trays, though, of drinks, and you start to like, oh, that is a very tight outfit on that lady, and on him. And on her. Everybody starts to feel a little.
Is this a visual perception check?
You don't need a vision. You don't need to make a check on it. It is.
You don't have the depth perception to realize that her tits are out. I'm sorry.
They're concave to you.
There are places that. There are parts of the bar where people are sitting in stools and sitting on tables, where they're seeming to get just like a little bit more hands-on with some of the wait staff, and they seem to, be okay with it.
Does this true sight like do anything to this?
Yeah,
No,
alright.
everything
Does anyone
comes-
have a glamour
No,
on?
everything
Okay.
comes out normal, and then you don't see anything. Or like if you ask him, like, do you see anything weird going on? Like,
It's because I'm not seeing a compare and contrast. I probably wouldn't notice if.
correct.
So do any of the bar staff look like less
Homely?
attractive than you would think? I don't know. This all sucks.
What
I don't know.
like,
Dress? I don't
what I
know.
would say is, like, for the sake of brevity, like, you guys conferring with each other about like what you're seeing and what you're seeing, you can very quickly say like, oh no, we're seeing the same things.
Okay.
Like, you guys are very
Just like-
clearly seeing
it's
the
not
same
like-
thing.
like-
She's hideous.
Like
you see her.
they're like 36, 28, 34. Like yeah. All right. Cool. Like
was that a padlock?
yes.
What?
They're wearing on their belt, they all have chastity belts. This is a church after all.
You have to guess their measurements.
Wow, those are Marilyn Monroe's measurements, and she was like really well known for being the only person to have those. And
Literally the only person to ever have those measurements.
Well, I'm gonna start to feel very uncomfortable.
Yeah. Can I
I'm just like gonna cross my.
All of this.
lean back over? I don't think we're at the church, guys.
I
Yeah.
throw my head back and shout the Frankinelli family motto:
Which is
"Love to live, and live to love.
We're not that in church, guys. Guys, we're not that in
That is
the
like the
entire-
stuff you get from, like,
I've
Michael's.
always wondered if Philip's church was a church the way that Philip is a gnome.
Well, you know, like
And as you guys
That's
like
a very good way of describing it, because I feel like that's about as far as they actually are.
as you guys confer with this, and you hear Philip
Shout.
Love to live and live to love.
you see the rest of the bar and the waitstaff. Yeah! Just cheer in unison and
Woo!
and,
Whistle
and
those two.
one of the clerics comes over to you, or one of the nuns.
One of the clerics.
The nuns, yeah, one of the nuns
Cleric,
come over to you
bartender,
and just
yeah.
kind of give you like a little rap on the butt as they walk by with their tray, like, "What you?" and keeps walking.
I think if a church was more like this, I think I'd come more often.
Me too.
But
I think everyone comes a lot more often than they do at the regular church over here.
So,
I'm telling my parents to not watch this episode.
you're welcome, everybody. D&D.
Yeah, the other.
I
Yeah,
meant
the other
before.
the other Frankenelli motto. Hate to see you leave, but love to see you come.
I wish that was the beginning one.
Is that your new
Yeah,
last
Fratterfuller.
name? You have a new last name now too?
You gotta be careful about doing that, Miles.
No, that one was
I
specifically
know.
my father's
Oh,
motto.
gotcha.
No, I'm saying in this case.
Here are the people.
In the
Yeah.
Open the church.
Here
Here are the people.
Look it up and oh god, the people! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god!
Oh, the people.
Oh!
So,
Are
Yeah.
we filming?
Sorry, we're still filming this? Oh no.
Yeah,
Wait,
My character's definitely
I
very
just,
uncomfortable.
yeah.
There's just like a corner where people are just like hanging out and smoking. I just want to like hang out and have a
Closer to
smoke.
the door, yeah, like yeah,
Cool.
that little corner. There's spots where people are interacting with the staff, but there's still a fair percentage of them that seem to just kind of be there, like to drink.
There's
or
like the older
talk
guys
with
in the
each other.
corner who are smoking, and they're mostly just here to like hang. Like they're
Yeah.
too old. They're
Yeah, no, exactly. Like they're
I'll just go hang out.
They
I'll like
like
pull-
there's also
corner where no one's
as
there.
you step in, the atmosphere is very friendly though. And all the people that are like handling the wait staff are also still being very like it seems in good spirit. It seems like nobody's being, especially with your guys' kind of like assessment of everything, is that nobody's being rude or
It's not unwanted attention.
or at
Yeah.
least it's appropriate. It's something where it's like we're
This
every
is the
time
social
every
contract that they've all agreed to enter
Like
into.
kudos.
every touch almost
Or
like there's a
shooters.
moment where you guys kind of register like every touch comes with
Begins
like
with
a slipping
K.
of silver. You know, like some stuff like that, where it's just like it seems like certain things are done with certain things in mind, and nobody seems downtrodden as they're there.
I wanna go buy a drink.
I'm just gonna pull out my pipe. I'll just like nod at them, like nod to a chair, see if they
They
respond.
kind of the three older guys that are right there. I'm gonna get to you and you as well. You also had a thing, right?
So I'm
I
mostly
just
just
have a
gonna sit in this
question,
corner
yeah.
and watch.
Um,
So I'll be
if you
done.
just have a
after
question,
this.
Well, no,
Yeah.
it's like about it's super quick, but like it's something my
Alright,
character.
yeah, we'll do Miles. Yeah, we'll do Liam, Philip, Click Whistle, Set Lolly, Nameless.
I'm gonna go with her. Drink more.
All right, just so you know, we're gonna have to do something with Panther. So.
I completely forgot about
Yeah,
that.
if they seem like amiable to me, sitting and enjoying them,
Yeah,
I'll just
yeah,
sit
they
down,
don't- they-
light
they-
up, and I'll listen to them and watch
they
what's
don't
happening.
really even engage too much more than like.
Just like nod. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah,
That's,
they kind of
that's,
give you the chair and they,
all I
they
wanted.
continue their conversation.
Okay.
They are speaking in no.
that's fine. I just want like a good wide angle view for this.
Are you? And if you're sitting down, one of the like the barkeep kind of comes over and she says, "Oh, what do you have?"
What do you recommend?
Well, I recommend. We have very nice wine.
Got something more made of wheat. Grain, some sort.
You know, we actually do have something. It's actually got a bit of barley thrown in as well, which
Perfect.
is
Lovely.
wonderful. And she kind of like walks off, gets it, and she's like, "That'll just be a silver for it." It's like a 16-ounce, like made for you as well. Like made for human size, you know, like the other bar you went to is kind of like, you know, dwarven, and like this one seems to be made catered towards you.
Cool.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, what's the clientele look like?
Yeah, the clients we have a bulk of the staff is like gnome when behind the bar, but the wait staff in general is a mix of elves, humans, gnomes, dwarves. Half orcs. You also do see. You do see a furbolg.
We've always prized diversity, us Fratterfullers.
The furbolg doesn't seem like it's in tight clothing as much as everybody else. It's just in like we didn't have big enough clothing. Like we didn't make any just for
less.
long people. So it's
Less
just like
clothing.
it looks like they're in a Pinocchio outfit. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
Poor little thing. Poor
They
large
found
thing.
it. That does it for me. They found it.
I think for now I'm just kind of taking it in. I'll probably sit next to
It does.
Liam and like listen.
It
to
does feel
conversations.
very reminiscent of home.
Yeah.
The carpet is very similar. The smell, the easy lighting, everything is very like a soft yellow light.
It seems a bit fancier though.
It is
Yeah.
certainly fancier. Like they seem to
They're in a capital.
have
They
a
have
bit
more money.
more. Yeah, they also have a bit more space. Like you can kind of tell that like the place you grew up was the length of this, but like stacked on top of each other.
Oh, also I'm gonna look up above the door and I want to check to make sure there's not like a tiny dragon body, hanging
not.
over the door. There's not? Okay.
There's no tiny dragons
Oh my
around.
god.
I like how a giant head is gonna have a tiny body, though.
Where else would it
You
fit?
never know.
Play whistle. You step up to the bar and
I do. I buy a drink.
similar questions, just like what would you have? Like what are you looking for?
The pterodamia pairs really nicely with Cheryl.
That's a great part. Yeah,
That's-
exactly.
That's exactly what the
what you
bartender
get
said.
told.
Well, I'm sure Cheryl is very nice. I just have a quick question.
Yes, love.
We were,
The different bartender than yours. We'll say.
I'm just gonna like gesture.
She doesn't move closer.
Okay, we're here with my friend Philip
Mm-hmm.
Fratterfuller. I almost did Frankenstein. Fratterfuller. He led us to believe that this is, in fact, a religious order. Is this a religious order?
I'm sorry if your friend misled you.
Oh, dope. Okay, cool.
But there are those who certainly.
Find God 2 to 3 times during a session.
If they pay well enough, sure.
Interesting. I'm just gonna have the wine.
Red or white?
A white. I am a basic bitch, if you will.
You don't look white.
Stab. No.
I was going for a, you know.
You look more like a red wine
Basic.
kind of gal.
Yeah, red or white.
basic white bitch is what I was going for.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
She gives you a
We'll watch a different location.
She hands you a glass, and it's odd because you, when dealing with stemware, you kind of have like this like.
I got a lot of claws.
Yeah,
And like
and-
no real knuckles.
But it seems
You
to
know
actually
the
have this, just like,
those things of like the orbs being grabbed by a dragon claw.
Yeah. it
Just
was
do
like-
that with
right?
the top
Yeah,
of
just
it.
go,
Just
just
the
go
top
underneath,
bit.
just like
Well, what I was gonna say was she actually sets a wine glass in front of you that has no stemware, and it is just like it is just the
Just the bowl.
yeah, just the bowl.
oh my god.
Just
Can you like
And it seems
Especially
very
here.
aptly.
That's racist.
God damn it! It is good though.
That's gonna suck for
But that's
everybody.
exactly what I'm doing.
Why is this the episode I want to clap the most often? The one where I can't because of dog.
Just go like
If you're
Right, yeah,
listening
I
to the
suppose.
podcast, you need to go watch the
I
the
used
video
ASL at
version.
work the other day. We had
Here's
someone
what
come in and
happened.
I actually got to use ASL at work.
Here's the play-by-play.
Yeah.
Here's a play-by-play of that visual gag.
Yeah.
So,
It's not good for the audio medium.
basically, I'm just trying to say that like it seems to not only it seems to be easier grasped by your specific hand.
Interesting. Do you get a lot of Aarakocra?
Well, you certainly aren't the first. We don't usually like to talk about too many different types of clientele, but we've certainly seen your people come through here, and
But you have seen my kind of people come through here.
oh. In the 50 years I've worked here, I have certainly seen at least one every decade.
One a decade.
Yes.
Really?
50 years.
Wow. That's
Ulankar is a big place,
those are
and we have many people and creatures and lots of other things coming through.
well that is much bigger odds than I was meant to believe. Are there any Aarakocra who live locally?
Oh. Unfortunately, I don't really concern myself with where they live.
Oh,
As much as when they're here, we just try to make sure they feel comfortable and...
but do you have any regulars that are
No,
Aarakocra?
no, by no means.
When was the last one you saw?
Ooh, about 3 years ago.
Really? Really? Wow. Okay. Oh, really? All right. And I'm going to drink my wine.
Lala, your question.
Is there a corner that nobody's in?
Yeah, there's a few spots where you could find a spot like
I would like to go sit by myself because I'm very uncomfortable in this building. Thank you. And self-conscious.
So like as you're standing there trying to kind of like by a support beam, like a pillar I should say, not a beam, a support pillar. You're kind of standing against the wall, watching everything and not trying to meet eyes with anybody. And there's a moment where a white staff kind of looks at you and sees you uncomfortable and kind of walks over. They have their empty tray and they just lean against the wall next to you. And he's I'm sorry, I thought I said this in the lineup. There are tieflings as well. There are
Tieflings as well?
Stop.
Yes.
Nice.
So
Stop it.
a tiefling steps up to you and he says, he's got these like azure skin, and he's got it's like you know Wesley from Princess Bride?
Yeah.
That hairstyle.
Oh.
Like all of that. His
On a
horns.
tiefling.
His horns are like
Whew,
ram horns
sorry.
as well, so they're just kind of like, but still
Just frame the
smaller.
face nicely.
Yeah, smaller.
The curly.
He's
real
like in the sense of if we were to talk, yeah, he's handsome. He's very handsome.
Oh.
And he just,
As
but he
you
steps
wish.
up and he says, he's got like an open collar towards his like. Do I have to keep going?
As you
You have-
wish.
What does it say? What does it say?
He steps up and he
I
says,
guess we're not.
Every episode.
Jesse,
Tyler gets to go on a date with one of the players.
you know, the wall is very nice.
Mm-hmm.
You came in with your friends. You don't like sitting with your friends.
Oh.
I'm my character.
I'm in character. Sorry, I mean like
I would
I
have
hate
Chelsea.
No, it's not that. I'm just very self-conscious here.
Same.
The dragon head.
Preach, Momo.
I mean, like in that's what it made me think of for a second. I was like, oh, that's stupid. So it's just funny to me. Momo, quiet,
Sorry, Momo. I'm self-conscious.
such a lovely boy. Just be.
Such a lovely
Oh,
boy.
If only you were as
Bye.
smart as you were pretty. Ooh.
So he says, yes, I can understand.
Yeah, this is just very new.
Well, I certainly handle a lot of new people when they come in.
Nude? Oh, new.
If you ever need a friend, or you'd like company, Momo,
Momo,
be
quiet.
quiet.
Momo clearly wants you.
Quiet.
Momo's jealous.
He's just it's I think
Momo.
it's the music from downstairs.
No, we jam it out too.
Oh yeah, I mean that makes me want to growl too. Honestly,
So I just I think it's just
that's some growler music.
if you need anything, I will be around and you can call me over. My name is Charles.
Thank you, Set Wally, and then I'll shake his hand, I guess.
He like shakes and like puts a very gentle like hand over top to shake and walks away.
Just like at the academy.
One of the wait staff sort of like hurries over to you with Panther and says, could you remove the Panther from the premises?
No.
Unfortunately, we can't have unregistered animals within the building.
He's an equal though. He's my equal. Both of them are.
I'm sorry. I just it has to be registered to be within the building.
I'm not registered. Can I be in the building?
You are not an animal.
Well, we're all animals technically.
I'm an animal.
Yeah. How come let the bird in?
You were drinking at a bar.
How come you let the
Ice
bird
cream
in?
from across the bar. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't hear it.
I'm an animal!
And I down another bottle.
Jesus Christ, man.
Did she scratch or bite?
No, she bit me.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
she pissy.
Yeah. She kind of looks at Panther and he sort of sits in his little bow tie and just. Well, if he can continue to be like that.
That's all he is. He's very well behaved. He's probably more well behaved than me. I didn't.
Persuasion check.
I mean,
I think you found
to
the
be
right
fair,
place.
To be fair, it's not a lie.
I didn't think it was a lie. I just you openly say to this to a person who is like.
That's how has a 6 to it?
oh boy, oh boy.
She says, "Are we going to have to watch you?"
If you would like to, I'm not very interesting.
And she looks at it.
I think this is autism.
Wait though.
I think we have a diagnosis.
Wait though.
I might have just been diagnosed with a life. Wow.
So she looks at you and she's like, I can't see a single reason as to why I guess we have to care anymore for you.
How so? Emotionally or like physically?
No, I'm just frightened of you now.
Oh, that's a common feeling. I'm happy to be here, though. My friends are here, so can I go hang out with them now? Can we all go hang out with them?
If you can just make sure to, if you can make sure that your friend, gestures to Panther, just maybe walks carefully.
He's very agile, yes. Let's go.
Wouldn't like to scare some of the other people here.
Oh.
Your friend is very intimidating.
Well, I taught him a trick recently. Would you like to see it?
Whatever you'd like, yes.
I'm just gonna roll over. Panther, roll over.
He looks at you and he's just like,
In front of people, Mom.
specifically to use this. I thought that was just our thing.
It is, but I'm just trying to show your standing of like life, niceness, being nice.
He stretches to the
Panther
ground
right over.
and does a very rolling of his eyes as he
The effect is because his eyes roll while his body rolls. It's like the pupils stay in the exact same place.
She's just staring at her.
Yeah.
It's like one of those
It's
paintings
very
that fall.
disconcerting. She's like, cool, and walks away.
It's good to meet you. I'm gonna. Hey, click whistle.
It's like I never saw a sarcastic panther before. This is something else.
Actually, though.
So,
Because it sounds like the guy from Atypical. Well, I'm just still sitting in a corner watching all this happen.
Same. Just separate quarters for some reason. We should have worked this out. All right.
Well, I'm just very uncomfortable. You're sitting with weird men
Old
smoking.
gnomes, yeah.
Philip. Where's Philip at?
Just
He
sit-
came with me for some reason.
Yeah, I just went and sat by Liam.
Oh.
I'm just like taking it all in next to Liam.
Oh, I'm gonna go to Philip
after like
then,
a
actually.
few minutes, or while Name was talking,
You
I'm
said
just
you want
going,
to call my friend over.
Philip, check this out, and I'm gonna blow a smoke monster.
a whole ass monster?
what's the form that you would like it to take?
A dragon.
It's the other half of the
on.
dragon.
Just
a headless
A frog
dragon.
hemoth.
A froghemoth.
Yeah.
Froghemoth.
You see this blob of
That's
smoke
terrifying.
come out. It's like at least a foot in diameter, like in its size, like a foot cube. And as the smoke billows out, you see it start to get these tendrils, and you see it kind of like have this giant maw, but no teeth, no nothing. It's just like this blob, and but you do kind of recognize this shape as like, what if a frog was huge and had tentacles for arms and shit?
Oh.
Whoa.
You think it's real?
I'm just like, woo! And like take a swing at it.
You just cut through the smoke, and it just dissipates the whole form.
After a few seconds, it goes away.
Well, I mean, it's like as you blow it out, he sees that, and he helps it dissipate.
And I'm just like, whew,
You got it.
don't worry. I got it.
Thank you.
There's a nice, not as part of the atmosphere, there is a light sort of violin being played. Like, it's cheer. It's not like upbeat, but it is very
Ripper.
it's good. It's good.
I would like to call my friend over. My new friend.
Charles.
Charles. You
Charles.
call
Yes, I would like to call Charles. I would like
I'd
to
like to
phone.
put Charles in charge.
I would like to
Hey.
phone. I would like to phone a friend, please.
As you kind of, he was busy with something else, and then he kind of comes over. Well, you seem to have. Are you still against the wall?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh, yeah, okay,
I have
it's like-
not left that wall.
It's
That
like-
is my new.
Pussycat doll style.
Hey Charles.
he walks over and he says, "And how can I help you?"
I have a couple questions.
Sure.
Clearly this is not a church.
Well, I would suppose some come once a week, sure.
Okay. What?
Momo.
That takes far too long.
I don't understand. I don't understand why it's not meeting your criteria. They've got pretty regular service. They've got programs for the elderly.
What exactly is this building? Like what do people come here for?
Well, most people come here for companionship, a way to break away from structure or a nice place to drink. He points to the corner of the old guys. Most people. Some people have heard or experienced some of the Fratterfullers somewhere else. So they know the name. They like the company. But, in my experience, the best part of this place is, well, it just is meant to feel like home. It's meant to be comfortable. It's meant to be open and forgiving.
That was Panther.
It's barking at the door.
Yeah, that door's being a real bitch. I don't blame him.
Oh, I mean, he's hearing the outside door. Momo, stop.
Not used to apartments. You live in New York.
Well, Nina's actually, anyway, regardless.
So the dragon upstairs, I saw that there was a staircase. What exactly is up there?
Well, that's the I suppose you could call it the presidential suite.
Okay. Okay, cool. Thank you for your time. It looks, I know there's people, so you probably have to get back to them. Have a great shift.
Thank you very much. That's very kind. And he steps away.
He's cute.
How do you know?
Because
You're at the bar.
I see.
Perception check. Do
You,
I see
you want to
this?
see how I'm in perception?
See what?
What
This
kind of
happening?
person sits at the bar and looks for hot people?
See which part happened.
Go to bars.
Them flirting.
Well, I mean, you're going over to Philip. You're going over to the other people. So, how actively were you watching the room?
Probably. I mean, I have a moderate passive.
Yeah, you do. So,
So-
you kind
I'm
of
watching.
catch it.
Okay, cool.
You can. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm
okay, then the
definitely
two
watching.
of you kind
Yeah.
of do catch that she has been on against the wall. Philip.
Doesn't.
I'm just like listening to like being surrounded by gnomish for the first time in a very long time.
Yeah, there's also a mixture of common. There's a mixture of dwarven, elven.
Philip, sorry, I don't want to be intrusive, but do you have any idea what the gnomes beside me are talking about? I'm just vaguely curious.
Well, let me find out real quick.
Do you want? Are you trying to do this sneakily?
I mean, you've just been listening around the room
it's
vaguely.
raucous. It's rowdy.
Right. No, I'm just trying to say, like, are you trying to be obviously listening, or are you trying to be like,
Yeah, I'm just gonna look at him.
okay,
I'm just gonna like. I can't look and listen in different directions.
You're like
Quick
a directional
glance.
microphone.
Yeah, he got punched in the face enough that it's vaguely concave, and that's where he gets the sound waves.
My face is a satellite dish.
That's the
Yeah.
acoustics of it all.
So, the conversation you have as you like start to actually pay attention to what they're saying, they seem to be talking about something of it's like, well, I think they're going to be able to go all the way. No, they don't. It's like that. They don't have the gumption. They can't make it. Well, no, I heard something about what you assume his name is. Like, I heard something about Sheila's boy. I heard something about that she was going to be like he was going to pass through and he's going to be able to. No. That whole clan, that whole family line is not garbage, but it's just not. It's never amounted to much. Nobody ever, from their clan ever came back. So we're not gonna, like I'm not gonna put money on that. I'm not gonna. It's a lot of you're hearing stuff, but it seems
Some kind of competition.
Yeah, are they talking about clans like it's sports, or is there sports here to?
It sounds like a
invest?
sports thing.
Because the only time, because I love sports in D&D. I don't like sports outside of it, but if there's sports in this D&D, I'm there.
sports.
With one eye.
I don't know why.
With one eye, he will play football.
Does it?
Yes.
Am I hearing any terms that sound like some sort of gnomish tradition, or does it seem like it's more local?
It's a bit more vague and it's very local to Ulankar.
Okay.
Like that's what I'll say. Is it's like it doesn't seem anything like, oh, that's a gnome tradition, as much as it is like.
All right,
that's
was this
tribalism.
coincidence, or was the Sheila that was referred to when we got a wine pairing for Sheila the same as the Sheila whose boy could go all
Oh no,
the
that
way?
was Cheryl.
Cheryl, dang it. Okay, never
Yeah,
mind.
completely different person. Sheila, however, goes extremely well with the Chianti.
Here's the menu.
That's her kind of.
I need a yeah. What's the idea?
I'm gonna just relay to him. Just like, well, it sounds like they're talking about some sort of sport or competition.
I love those.
Yeah. I flash my patches.
Same. I've sewn it to my eye. I don't do that. I have not done that.
Click whistle immediately throws up.
I do think currently.
You're not there.
No, I do
I'm
think.
at the bar.
Click whistles everywhere.
I do think currently I have cut an eye patch out of my patch. Because I don't care about using it as a because I already used it as a ticket to get into a tournament once. I think my eye patch is, so no one has to ask what happened, you know? Like,
That's what happened.
like they can see. They know. Like,
You can't, but they can.
So you just have a lance like over your eye.
yeah. It's just the whatever the patch for.
Well,
lenses.
so I tell you, it's like, oh, it's about a competition or something. Well, you wanna find out about this?
Yeah, let's ask around. I guess.
I'm gonna lean in and in Gnomish, to like, pardon me. Sounds like you're very invested in some sort of competition over
They're
here.
all a little rosy cheeked, and they look at you.
Sounds like a pretty fun talk you're having.
What's a big man speaking our language? Ooh-wee.
Now it's getting clipped.
So,
Oh no.
so what sort of thing is Sheila's boy trying to do?
Oh, he must be a newbie. He doesn't know. Of course he doesn't know, Grant. Look at the size of him. He's never been here before.
Yeah, it's my first day here.
All right. Who's doing it again?
Sheila's boy.
Sheila's boy. Yeah.
Is that like Yentas?
So Sheila's boy. She. Oh, what'd she have him now? What, 70 years ago? Yes, Grant, it was 70 years. Come next,
Thursday.
Oh, days kind of just blend together now, don't they?
You're telling me.
And the other one comes back and he says,
Well, anywho, the point being, he's doing the heist.
The heist.
Yes, it's a grand old car tradition. Gnomes, dwarves alike, anyone who is family ties to the old car namesake is able to go through the trial of the heist. It's quite an honor. Dangerous, dubious,
How
and certainly volubious. But not everybody comes back, and so Sheila's boy doesn't have what it takes. That whole family line, they don't have. Grant, you're full of shit. You didn't even pass the heist, and you never even tried. I never tried because I had a bum knee, and you know it.
Can you please use out what we're hearing though? Because I'm very intrigued.
Which family? Now which family is Sheila's boy representing?
Oh, what was it again?
Sheila's boy.
Oh no, what's her family line? I think she's one of the Maruvians. Yes, Mabuvians, Mabuvians. I think they just call it Mabuvians, Grant. Aye, sure you're right.
It's
Mabuvians.
Now, do the Fratterfullers have somebody in the running?
Oh, look at the size of their estate. Of course they could have it. Oh, if they could.
What's stopping them?
This boy who comes to old car don't know nothing.
and they start laughing to each other. Oh,
Oh, he's so stupid. He don't know that. He don't know nothing.
I would hit them if they understood the language.
I know, I wish I spoke gnome.
Well,
and he
I'm
taps you
gonna
on the
try and
shoulder.
work on that.
Hey,
Give me a
oh,
divination.
hey.
He taps you like where you're sitting. He's like,
Lodestone.
Don't worry, boss. Don't worry. No.
Wordsworth
Of
cleaning,
course you
understand
don't know.
everything
We're
you
just
touch.
taking this
This is
shit
level
out of you.
3 spell
We're just
called
taking this
Tongues.
shit out of you. Okay, so you're in one of the most finest establishments.
And you start seeing the bartender, like one of the bartenders, like
One of the finest establishments in all of Ulencar. People come from far and wide to drink a Fratterfuller wine.
she's like,
Grant, you've already had 5. You know your limit's 6. Do you really want it now? Point taken.
I like how Gnomish has gone from Italian to like Swedish.
it's
like Irish.
Vaguely.
It's a Thai Swedish.
Wherever it's at now.
Yeah.
It's a Thai Swedish.
Alright. Well, sure, this place looks incredible. I'd be amazed if they don't have somebody competing with how illustrious this clan seems to be.
Well, you know, they had some trouble some years back, and well, it just put them in a spot to not really be able to do much.
Trouble?
Hmm.
Are they doing better now?
Well, and the bartender, Grant, don't you talk about things that ain't your own. Too right, too right.
Is there a Fratterfuller here?
Well, the bartender, she says,
Well, I am. I'm Jane Eyre.
And my cousin is Charles Dickens. And then after that is Little Dorrit.
Oh, from the Wuthering
Tim.
Heights.
From the Wuthering Heights.
From the
Alright,
Wuthering
well,
Heights.
that name's changing.
No, please keep
Oh,
it. Please keep it.
It's
lovely.
the only one I can remember.
You had to make fun of
It's
it.
the only one we have.
June Air.
Of course I had to make
June
fun
Air
of it.
is what it's.
June Air?
June Air.
Air.
June Air?
Oh, sorry.
I
Jane.
when I said it and then you said Jane Eyre, I was like, oh fuck, it does
I
sound like
definitely
I
heard
thought you said
Jane
Jane
Eyre.
Right, that's what I was like. Oh, I
Jane
said it
Eyre.
in that weird voice, and so now it sounds like Jane
And
Eyre.
her, and her, and her,
Tiny
June
Jane.
Eyre. June Eyre.
and her mother, Charlize Bronte.
June Eyre.
Okay, yeah.
Bob Cratchit.
I'm gonna
I'm June Eyre.
say.
And I am a Fratterfuller.
I'm gonna say. It's a pleasure talking to you, gentlemen. You enjoy the rest of your time.
They've
What'd
already
you-
forgotten you.
What'd you
exist.
find out?
Yeah, it was all a gnome, by the way. So like
Yeah.
nobody else
Is she
understood
my
it.
I'm
bartender?
still.
No, it's a different one. You're close, but
Say it again.
What was it about?
I'm still finding out.
Alright, that sounds promising.
I'm gonna go to the bartender.
are you saying this in gnome or common?
No,
In gnome.
I'm speaking Gnomish. I told him in common.
I know.
And I'm going up
That's
to the
why
bartender.
that's why I'm making sure. It's like,
You're
what
a
is
gnome.
the back and forth?
Sorry,
Like, do
it's
you
hard
want
to
to
get
talk
out
to
of it
her
once
in
you start
common
it.
now, or do you
I'm
want
speaking
to
to her in.
That's what she
in
said.
gnome? Great. That's the point I was trying to get across.
Do you know Frank Nelly?
As you say Frankenelli, the noise in the bar dies. The
I
old
blow a
men sitting
smoke
next
monster.
to you. The old men sitting next to you were like look directly at every single eye has like kind of people coming into the room, kind of like you hear like whispering on the other side, and the bartender says, "I do, but how do you?"
Can I insight check this real quick?
Sure, you can.
I didn't breathe.
I know, like the second it was like every eye, we were like,
We all shot.
That's a natural 20.
That's
natural 20!
I know.
But that's certainly the four of you. The whole bar has gone quiet and is looking at Philip.
Dabbing, but highly concerned.
What are you trying to assess?
How does this name seem to have hit her? Is this a pause that seems like fucking Frankenelli, or is this a pause that seems like I haven't heard about this guy in forever? Like does this seem upset?
Both. It seems like I haven't heard that name in a long time. How the fuck do you know that name?
So I know like she seems upset about it.
She seems combative. Maybe not upset, but she seems combative.
Combative.
Oh, someone has
Say.
ripped someone off.
Well,
Can I get a perception check from the four of you? Not you, because you're kind of locked in her conversation, but
Yes.
the four of you make a perception check.
Oh!
Hype.
Because you have disadvantage. You rolled twice, correct?
No, I just rolled once. Oh, this is a visual perception check?
Yes.
I mean, it didn't matter.
Does Panther and Ripper get one too?
No.
Dang it.
this seems like something vaguely humanoid in perception.
What are you saying?
I'm just saying that like this is just for
I
the
know.
age.
20.
14.
12.
Maybe.
20.
I'm sorry. No, it was like for whatever
I was
reason I
like,
missed
did I-
that one. I had that and those, and I was like,
I was like, did
know.
I win?
You did. You
Yeah,
did.
did I win?
The only one that probably matters.
I'm the one sitting in the corner by myself. I'm not distracted by anything.
You you do notice two people whispering to each other, and then one of them running up the stairs.
I follow.
Okay. As you go towards the stairs, one of the people sitting in the corner just says, "Oh, no. You don't get to go upstairs until you you don't get to go up until somebody approves you to go up."
Well, then tell me why that person just ran upstairs when my friend just asked a question, because I saw exactly what happened.
Back to you.
Well, I've known him my whole life.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm from Jortenia.
What does that mean?
Let's.
I know the country. I don't mean that. I say, what does that mean in regards to Frank and Emmy?
Well, I grew up in his establishment.
What's your name?
Philip.
Philip?
Philip Fratterfuller.
Again, this is all in Gnomish, so for those of you watching,
Just seems like a tense
it
thing.
just
We're
seems
like-
like a very tense conversation going on in a language you don't understand. But the bouncer's not letting you up. He's not letting you up those stairs.
Look,
I'm just letting you know, like you're not being let up, and it's not to overstep. Doesn't matter what you say. You can already size this person up and say, no, he's not letting me up there. It's his job.
Okay.
Like there's nothing that like there's rules in place. Like I'm not getting up there. I'm just letting you know that so you can have an extra second to like formulate what you might want to do.
oh no, I know what I'm.
It's kind of funny how they all
I'm
thought I was going to be the problem, but it's really Philip.
Yeah.
But she says to you,
No.
Sorry, one second.
you want to just hand
she's-
the I'm just saying. You
I'm
wanna
putting
just
it in my
hand
bag. I put it in my bag, so she
Okay,
can't
you
get
can even
it.
just hand it over to the side too, like if you.
Well, it has my wallet in it, so but she was just eating it, so
Okay.
Okay.
I appreciate it, making sure that our cat doesn't digest plastic.
I was trying.
Yeah, that's what
trying
it
our
is.
best.
I do.
Here on the Natural Ones, we like to make sure that animals don't eat plastic.
And are very happy and stress free.
We're trying.
This is my new dream.
Do you mind waiting here?
Oh, no, I quite enjoy being here, so I'll wait as long as you want me to.
Hunched over. No, the ceiling's tall enough that you can be in here. It's like, you know, this like very kind of like small like seat, like you're like
built
kind of
The
like,
the bar's like at my knees.
yeah, you're kind of like
I
you are
enjoy
sort of
this
taking
very
over
much.
this, like, but
That's how
it's
you
a great
grew up,
stretch.
yeah.
so you're gonna wait here.
I'll wait.
She steps out of the bar, and as she does, she kind of like, you understand that she's just like, get everybody a free drink and get everybody dancing again, and like keeps moving on. And so the other bartender who's like your bartender like flips out like these like whiskey bottles and like shots on the house, and everybody, oh hey, and especially the three old guys in the corner are like, that doesn't count against a six.
I'm gonna be like, yay! And as I do, I'm gonna slide over to Philip and be like, what the fuck?
I'm there. I'm on the other
Yeah.
side of Philip, just like ear
So,
to his other side.
right before we continue with that, back at the stairs, you see one of the bartenders come around the corner and head up the stairs as well, and just say, like, "Excuse me," to you and to the bouncer, say something in Gnomish, and go back upstairs.
I'm
And
not.
he then takes a position in front of the stairs.
Yeah. I'm not trying to get up there at all because I don't understand what just happened, but what exactly just happened?
I can't really say to you, ma'am. I don't have a lot of. Listen, he's looking at you. I'm realizing he's not tall. He's
He's
gnome.
this big, yeah.
He's a
He's
gnome.
like-
He's a gnome
I'm just-
bouncer.
He's built as
just
fuck
built.
and he's about
Look,
this
yeah,
way.
he's
I could have just
Rick,
kicked
look.
him and it would have been fine.
Look, I'm just a simple
just
country
walk
gnome.
over him.
Look,
Listen, man.
You mean
I
like-
ain't got nothing to say.
You mean to tell me I
except
could have
for-
just stepped over him and...
Yeah. He'll punch you in the back of the knee
I'm
and
saying,
just let you go down.
No, but I'm not gonna try to do
my
that.
point is that he like
you
he's
just put your hand on his foot.
listen. I understand. But you know what? Fuck it. He speaks Italian. He's one of the Italian gnomes. He says, "You must wait here. They will be back, and nothing untoward will happen to your friend. Let me assure you, if you're worried for your friends, just know he just talked about something that we have not heard in a long time, and the only person who should really be able to talk about it, she is going to get. Please enjoy the free shot. Anything else? Our lovely Charles, if you'd like."
No. But you can have my shot because I probably shouldn't drink. But thank you.
Please don't assume we are trying to be rude. We're just trying to be protective of our people.
We're just Italian.
I'm a very fight or flight kind of person, so I saw someone run upstairs.
You are
and
being
so,
a good friend, and we understand. Just calm a little bit, and you'll be fine.
Okay. Thank you.
Lolly,
Back to you guys.
And then I'll just walk up to them since
Sure.
they're all.
Lolly, you want to come over here?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, great.
I got a quick question. What's the general demographic of like hill gnomes and deep gnomes here?
Oh.
Hill, forest, deep, mixed.
Mixed? Okay, so it's all like pretty even?
Yeah,
Now,
nothing like I would say like 30, 33. But you're seeing an equal representation of a lot of different races here. But like if you were to talk about strictly gnome, yeah, it's pretty even.
Now, is the Italian specific to like hill or deep, and is the Swedish like specific to like one in particular? Or?
Oh, he got you there? No.
Yes.
He got you
Not going to tell you which, but yes.
Yes.
All right.
The
Just
answer
curious.
is yes.
Just curious. Okay, let's go.
Something's got to be a mystery, Chris.
Ooh.
there. Oh, the shoulder moves. Ooh.
Ooh.
I like it when you play hard to get.
Especially when you're off.
I have a complaint.
I love when you play hard to get, especially when you run away.
Oh,
Pretty mouth.
I love it when you play hard to get, like a holographic Articuno card.
Like a lenticular gambit card from the 90s.
I don't.
Y'all
Remember
are
when they had
nerds.
them X-Men cards? Nobody?
No
All right,
way.
we're going to
So-
keep moving.
That's some nerd shit.
So Philip, that
Like a
seemed to
Randy
have gone
Johnson
really
baseball
well.
Yeah, Philip.
Randy
All right.
Johnson baseball
Hey,
card when the
Philip.
baseball actually was hitting the bird in the picture.
Alright.
Philip, that didn't seem to go very well.
Yeah, no, I
Well-
didn't.
What'd you say?
Well, they just, I think they might not be too happy about my dad.
Why?
Did something happen?
Well,
Is your dad cool? Wait.
my
is your
dad's
dad
the
cool?
coolest gnome alive!
I
Punch you in
don't.
the face.
But like out of excitement. Not
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's more like a yeah as opposed to
I don't.
Like you're gonna high five me,
That's
but don't check in.
I hit five you but with 5 knuckles and your face.
So they said they're going to get the person that can talk to you about your dad.
Well, that's exciting.
Does your dad have a brother or a sister?
Yeah, does it? Is there some sort of someone?
You tell me, honestly.
What are you
You
rolling
want to
for?
roll for it?
Honestly, this is something I would just know. I would
He
know.
has never told you about other family. He has never said he has a brother. He's never said anything about.
What would he do when I would ask about it? Because I know that people have family.
Oh, look, a squirrel. That kind of stuff. He would deflect. Like,
Okay.
Like it. Chris knowledge, he would deflect. But for Philip knowledge, he's never. If you ever asked, he would just say things that would kind of make you just feel like, okay, I don't need to know that, or oh, okay, he didn't have family, or yeah, it never felt like a lie.
Okay.
But he never said he didn't, but he never said he did. That kind of
Did he ever
that-
say anything about being out of Jordan?
No.
Okay. Good to know.
He told you gnome traditions, gnome stories, and said that those came from back in Reykjavik. Like,
Okay.
there's the association of like that's where I learned them, but never about like I used to live there. Like
Cool.
in this moment, Philip.
I know
you
nothing about
are-
his past.
you know nothing about his past, but in this moment, you're kind of reminded about all the times that he was very decidedly dodging a question. Or it's starting to pile up in your head as you're kind of sitting here in the interim waiting for somebody to come talk to you. The idea that, like, there's a lot of conversations that I've had with my dad that he never said that he had a family, or that there were other Fratterfullers, or that there, you know, that he grew up here, or that there could be other things, and that we had a whole family line of churches, and that, like, it's not.
I literally found out about this when I heard the name in radio.
Right, that's what I mean. It's like, so I wouldn't. It's up to you how you feel about it. But the truth is that you're very aware of a situation of, like, there either seems to be a miscommunication, or I didn't ask my dad the right question. Right? Like,
Yeah.
maybe that's what it is. Like, you know that he would never just outright lie to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So do we
I'm
have
asking. I'm
brothers?
asking for the recap of what has happened.
He
so far.
never talked about anything outside of Dratenia. And
I have no
our church.
context for this.
Nobody's heard you. Nobody's heard the conversation because it was all in.
Yeah.
Well, I told them that, like, they got mad about my dad.
Oh.
They got
Yeah,
mad
'cause
about
she
your
asked about
dad?
I asked like what happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so they got.
He never. Yeah.
Oh,
he
right,
never-
I asked
he
if
never
he was
talked
cool,
about
sorry.
it. Yeah.
Did your
Recap
did
about the
your
recap.
dad
Yeah.
get booted out? Did your dad?
I don't know. He never talked about it. He just never talked. I'm sorry. When I get stressed, I get acid reflux.
You might have had
Same.
too much of that water from that lake in Barrel Bowl.
Yeah, the leaves were not good for you, my friend.
Yeah.
Those were bad leaves.
No, what doesn't kill me makes me stronger. I'm the strongest man alive.
Oh.
I'm not. You know what? Let's not.
Can I call
Let's not
Charles
shatter
over
the illusion.
again?
Sure, you can certainly call him over.
Yeah,
Oh, are you
He's still
calling
got
your
working
boyfriend
tables.
over?
I don't have a boyfriend.
He's a
I'm
friend.
sorry,
he's a
I didn't.
boy.
I didn't say that. Hold on. I don't have a boyfriend.
But is he your friend?
I don't.
He is now there.
Hi, friend.
Hello,
Charles,
Charles.
the Mountain Dews, guy who works here named Charles.
Hi,
Question.
Charles.
Do you know anything about his dad? Like, are there any Frank and Nellie? Are there any like?
Frank and Nelly Fratterfuller stories.
Yeah, are there any rumors about him or stories about him?
I watch him be the butt of a bunch of offensive jokes.
Wow, Charles, very mature.
Got him. He's yours.
He says, it seems as though they're going to solve that. I wouldn't be able to tell you. I've only moved here for less than a year.
What do you do here?
That's a very good question, isn't it?
What don't you do here?
Bust out a bunch
Also
of.
a very good question.
Well,
And he's got the little apron thing, and he like pulls out a sheet, and he's like, read that at your leisure.
We have a menu?
what does it say?
There's a Charles menu?
Just a bunch of diagrams.
Yeah. And you gotta turn
This
it
is for
upside
you.
down and then back side up.
With wine pairings on the back.
Yeah.
Yes, with wine pairing.
Oh, it's an alcohol menu. I don't
There
think.
seems to actually be a lot of like sangria.
Oh.
Oh,
Fruity
no.
wine.
I don't think I would like this, but thank you. I know someone might though. Later.
I'm sure you'll find out.
I will, or is that person will?
I'm sure. I was talking to someone.
Oh, I was like, oh.
I realized that. I was like, if you should ever change your mind, or if any of you should. But, you'll find out soon. And he does put like a gentle, like, on your shoulder, just like, it's fine. Please. Enjoy the shot and enjoy your time here. Dragon's Breath is meant for people who sometimes don't have a place. And he walks away.
What if your brother kicked out, or what if your dad kicked out the brother? Sibling.
Sizzling.
What?
Sibibulin.
Well, Charles
At
just...
this, you hear like just like these steps coming down the stairs.
A two-legged horse.
A minotaur.
Jesus Christ, let me get through this, you guys.
I'll go through one leg. Alright, we're done.
So, on the right side, you see possibly the oldest woman alive.
Grandma.
She's got these wispy hairs, and her eyes are like filament, like they're barely open. As she's got this little wispy little tuft of like 3 little hairs kind of thing coming down, and she's got her hand on the banister, and she kind of is being held and like there's a guide. Philip, it looks like Dad. Exactly like your father. It is like a carbon copy of your father, but blonde. That's where we're going to take a break.
Oh!
So, please enjoy whatever you want and
Need
whatever
to
we
do.
have.
Anything on the Charles menu while we are gone?
We'll be including that in the break.
And we'll see you soon.
That'll be the break.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hey, how's it going?
Hope you enjoyed your break as much as we did. Because, boy, did we enjoy that break.
We answered all your questions.
We had a list of
Enjoy.
services.
We read Charles' services.
I'm actually pretty excited to, yeah. So, Chris, what do you,
Okay, odds, nothing happens. Even, somebody in the Fratterfuller family has to be named Nutella.
I'll get my pen just in case I actually have to write it down.
God damn it!
What's the number?
It's a 13.
Yeah, sorry, no, it doesn't work.
Such a bummer.
But if you ever want to name somebody Nutella, now the option is out there.
Nah.
No, you already died
Now
it.
it would just be in service to you.
Now it's a
not in
punishment.
service to the die. Not in service to the Dragon's Horde dice.
Dragon's Horde.
Sterling silver dice.
Solid
Sterling.
sterling.
Silver dice.
Solid sterling silver
The
dice.
star of Sterling
Serving-
Sarvlers.
Mugs available in the second tier of their
form of a
Kickstarter.
sterling silver die.
Honestly,
back
they're
in
very
natural
beautiful
ones.
dice. I know we keep joking about it.
No, they are very
They
beautiful.
actually are
dice.
very beautiful.
Now
They're
almost-
really
really
beautiful
cool.
dice. I was being an asshole in that moment.
I
but-
almost asked.
I just want to make sure they know we actually do
Are you
genuinely.
raising your hand right now?
Yeah. I almost
Principal.
asked the stupidest question of my life.
That's-
I
that's
almost
a tough-
asked if there was any family resemblance to Philip.
I was gonna say that there's like
That's a
tough
big dumb
competition, but like no.
No!
I
I just forgot this person that looks like your dad is not actually related to you.
That's a
I like that Liam's
Man.
like, oh, no, of course not.
No, of course not. Of course not.
Listen, Liam didn't almost ask the stupid
That's
question.
not your dad. This
Miles
is-
almost asked a stupid question.
Alright.
roll a self-control check.
So
Yeah.
back into the moment, stepping down from the stairs. These very tiny shuffling feet. She's wearing a very it's still bunched up right here in the bust, and she's still but it's very warm colors, like a lot of gold, like a honey gold on top, like with a sort of like burgundy on top of that. So she has a very, very
It's rich.
warmth, and she
Burgundy.
is a forest gnome. There you go.
She's a forest gnome.
So she's
Yeah.
not Italian.
Okay.
She's a
No,
Or is
I've
she?
never said that. We you know.
She's-
She like the meatballs.
Oh, I think a lot of people in that
She
building
made
do.
the meatballs.
the gnome that
She's
looks like her
Nona.
father as well. He's in like this sort of like high collared shirt.
Oh, so she
like,
doesn't
a
look like.
ascot.
So she doesn't look like him. A gnome with her looks like my dad, but blonde.
Yes.
Oh!
We were all
We all thought that
We
the,
had the
it
wrong-
was
I said
twins.
guiding her on the stairs was
Oh.
a person who looks exactly
No,
like
no.
her.
No, you said I'm with
Play
her.
the
There's a
tape.
Play the tape.
So she's
Let me pull up my
she's
receipt.
dressed. So she's dressed in like a fancy dress
I
of
thought it was a
golden
twin
burgundy.
sister.
No,
So
not,
did I.
grandmother.
not
So
necessarily.
just spitting image sitch.
Not necessarily fancy.
just.
It's just well crafted, and
Okay.
it looks nice. It's very clean. It's pressed. It's
Okay.
well taken care of.
And so it's a very nice outfit of gold and
Honey gold
and
burgundy.
a historical region in East Central France layered over it.
Oh my god.
Is what I'm getting out of this.
You know, burgundy's a fucking color, right?
And his
Top question: Is burgundy red or purple? Oh, it's a dark reddish purple
gonna
tending
tap-
towards brown. How do colors work? What the fuck?
I'm gonna tap Philip on the
colors.
shoulder.
I'm just gonna. You know
I'm
what?
gonna
You're gonna
Philip.
tap him. You're gonna
Yeah, I'm
tap
gonna
him while
tap
he's
Philip on-
worried about burgundy.
Yeah.
Or-
Do you
What colors?
do you know either of them?
No.
Gnome?
No.
Okay.
Do you know him?
No, it's no and
for
no.
no.
I'm sorry. Can we keep this to only yes/no questions? Thank you.
Yeah, I can actually.
So, your dad has never said anything about any family or anything else. A couple extra Fratterfullers.
No, oddly enough, when I said he never talks about other family, that meant he never talked about other family.
Really?
I mean, they,
like never ever.
I mean, they might. I mean, I guess they-
Never.
Not even in passing.
I mean, they might
They
not
have
be his
now
family.
walked up to you.
Oh, they might be his family.
Oh, great. Okay.
I bow. I don't know.
I'm bound.
Awesome! I see that. I join.
Me too.
Yeah, me too.
They look really fancy.
I do the old Fratterfuller
They just look
Handshake.
Fratterfuller greeting.
Live to love and love to live.
It's a natural one.
Oh, buddy.
Promptly shitting myself.
No, I just wanted to. I didn't know why you were rolling.
That's fair. What is the standard? How would my father greet people?
There's not
One
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Bonjour. No.
Buongiorno.
Please do this click whistle though. Like say it with click.
Buongiorno.
Yes.
No.
Buongiorno. Buongiorno.
Honestly, the
Buongiorno.
accent's still better than an Inglorious Bastards.
Honestly.
guys, so the standard greeting that like the Fratterfullers have cultivated is
Quick followed.
it would be something to akin to like blessing upon you, like that kind of a thing. Like for you, it's been blessing upon you, and it's been really tied to ROI.
Is it as formal as a bow situation, or is it just like a little head nod, or what is it?
We're bowing.
People would do
Why we
it to
bow?
him.
I don't know why.
People would do it to him as like he
I
was
get
the
that.
purveyor. He was the purveyor of the establishment, so people would do it to him.
And was it like a formal thing?
Yeah, like semi-formal. Imagine that, like where it's like we're paying respect and just being polite. It's
But
more
like-
politeness more than
So like,
formality.
are they bending at the waist, or is it just like a little head nod, or like how?
It would be like slight bend of the waist, slight nod, like that
Okay,
kind of thing.
perfect.
Like,
So
like
I
much
did it
more
correctly.
reduced than an actual like
Oh,
formal
no,
bow
that's
that
what
you
I'm
do to a
doing.
king
Oh,
or a,
no,
like
I'm
a-
definitely
a
actually
ruler.
bowing.
Just
I'm
more
doing
general
whatever you
respect of you purvey the grounds, that kind of thing.
Cool. Yeah.
Whatever
So
you guys
I
do.
so I actually do that then. I just do like a blessing upon you, just like a light thing, just like very
I
happy.
guess we did that wrong.
I don't know.
I'm gonna go. Love to live and live to love.
Yes.
That's what I'm doing.
The old woman,
Not dabbing. That's me like bowing really deeply.
Liam only bows while dabbing. That's canon. You can take that to the bank.
It's like how a pigeon
Well,
has
it's
a.
I mentioned the second
Once.
ring, so you don't have to go too far. That was a joke for me.
It's like how
Yeah.
it's like how a pigeon has to like bob its head whenever it walks. Whenever he like bends over, his arms just like reflexively.
Apparently so do mine.
Can we?
It's malfunction in the circuitry. Liam's been a robot the whole
You guys
time.
are having a great time, but let's move on.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
so sorry.
Bow. Bow.
I'm so sorry.
She sort of like taps the hand of the person guiding her, and he sort of steps to the side with his hands behind his back and kind of eyeing you all. You particularly, Philip, but just kind of sizing up the group, just getting a lay of him, lay of the land, kind of a thing.
Oh.
And the old woman.
Is she related to Old Tarvish? No, he was a halfling. Sorry.
Turtle.
No, Old Tarvish was a
No,
halfling.
I was talking
Yeah.
about or the turtle.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, half a sentence was missing in my head.
So, you call me Frank and Eddie?
Is this a comment?
Yeah, is this common or gnomish?
It is in common.
Bless.
Oh, thank God.
Our nosy little
Jeez.
hearts.
Thank ROI.
Finally.
Thank ROI.
Like wheat. Thank ROI.
Yes, he was my father. Is. I shouldn't say was. He's still alive. As long as nothing has happened within the last month or so.
And
However long it's been in the last 3 years.
Have we played this game?
Yeah.
About a month and a half.
About a month
Are
and a
you
half.
kidding? Jesus.
Well, for him having left home, that's the.
So even less time for you.
Month?
It's been a month and a half since, like, Nameless and I...
So even less time for you.
That's less time
Yeah,
for me. I've been
he
here
left.
like a week
He
and
left
a half.
the. He left the.
We really
the church,
trust you.
Like
Yeah,
pretty
I
much
know.
like that,
Yeah.
and then, so. She sits down on one of the stools next to you.
How is he doing?
Well, the last I saw, he was full of good humor and cheer. He was... Well, he was more or less running one of these back in Jordania.
You see the,
Much more humble. But
You see the guy go.
do I pick up on that?
That's what I'm saying. Like it's you do. That's why I'm
well,
telling
I'll
you.
stare
I'm
at
telling you
him.
guys specifically. He like scoffs and just like.
Oh,
Is
I'm
that a customary
Yeah,
I'm
thing?
gonna stare at him.
I'm keeping an eye on Blondie.
And she says,
You say he's your father?
Who's the first person I have memory of, and he's raised me.
Well, not many people know Frank and Eddie.
I'm gonna reach into satchel inside. I'm gonna pull out the holy book that I have from back home, which was one that he's given me that was his like childhood like holy text thing that I've been like adding to over the years.
Just like doodles, or
she reaches out.
I
was gonna say like
I
yeah,
hand it to her.
she
There's a
she
book of
grasps it and
spells.
says. She just like takes a gentle hand, flips it to about halfway through the book. Like you get like her first finger hits the page and it just like she goes to the halfway mark. And then starts. Probably about 5 minutes go by of just silence, and she's just reading. Kind of like, it's you can kind of tell it's a little bit more like a skimming. Like she's looking for something. After like 10 seconds, you guys kind of get the idea that she's looking for something. She like creases the old book back on itself, holds it out. One little crooked finger points to a passage that's been like underlined, and there's been notes that are written in a much cleaner hand than yours.
Yeah, that checks. That checks out.
flip right.
My first note in the book. I had to get halfway through.
You wrote in this book?
This
It was mine. And I gave it to my son.
Oh my god.
Is this your grandma?
No!
Philip, this is your grandma.
well, I rolled a natural 1.
I'm telling you, it's your grandma.
We have to tell you.
Wait.
We have to tell you right now.
So how did my dad get it?
I think she's your grandma. I think think you have more family than just your dad, Philip.
For those of you watching the other guy,
Yeah, I'm watching it.
he's not into it.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh,
Quiet,
that's
Momo.
him right there growling.
Yeah.
But she says,
Quiet, Momo. It's okay.
Quiet.
Momo, you're ruining the mood.
Momo, no.
Momo, we're having a moment.
just leave him alone.
We're having a moment.
We're having a moment.
Moment.
Jason,
Moment.
Okay.
Are we good?
I'm done. I'm sorry.
Are we good? This proves to me you are a Fratterfuller, and that you are a Frankenelli's son. But I am not the only one. You must prove. And there are other tests. She sort of hands the book back to you. That at least confirms your story to be believable. You will seem honest to me. And the guy, the man who's, but not to me.
Well,
You say you know Frankenelli.
known him all my life.
Tell me, in your tenure, did he ever tell you why he was there?
Well, he was running his church, but anytime
Running is a church.
anytime I asked him about when he was younger, he wouldn't say anything. He would just change the subject.
Of course. He brought a great shame to the Fratterfuller house. Of course he'd be. Of course.
Well,
He never told you it's a great mistake.
no. I'm sure he didn't mean it.
Oh, you do seem like he's a son. If I may say something.
That means more than you can possibly know. You look a lot like him. Just different hair. Does he have a beard?
Yes.
Your beard's a little fuller than his, though. It's I think you're much better at taking care of it. It's very robust.
Do you like oil that shit?
Are you?
What sorts of oils do you use?
Jonathan
Are you being
Van
genuine?
Ness.
I was like,
I'm being
Jonathan
genuine.
Van Ness rolls in. He's like, hi,
I'm just trying to say,
hi.
are you trying? What I'm saying is like, are you being genuine or are you trying to butter him up?
I'm being genuine.
Okay.
He looks a lot like him, but but my dad could look like this.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying
It's
to
like
say.
a-
So
like-
yeah,
Frank Nelly's kind of let himself go a little bit.
a little bit.
He hasn't had to like.
Too much.
Not a
Yeah.
lot of competition.
He doesn't really have.
Yeah.
He
to a
doesn't have.
Frank
Yeah,
and
he doesn't
Alex.
have as much.
I mean,
of
to a Fratterfuller.
This guy's in an ascot. He's in like a high collar shirt. He's in like a vest.
Yeah,
with, like,
this is in every way. This seems just like a higher scale version of like what I grew up in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. So he's. Your gilded tongue is fine.
It's not really gilded. It's okay. It just means that you talk very sweetly.
Oh.
If you do not know what Frankenelli did, then I'm gone. He looks to the elderly woman. I'm gone. I do not know. I will even amuse this giant of an.
Excuse me?
I'll prove it.
Excuse me.
Stop! No. I'll prove it. Zone of truth,
Okay.
Oh.
and I pass on the save.
You forgo the save.
I forgo the save.
Say, it's just funny. It's like I pass on the save. Like,
Oh, I failed the save.
Yeah.
I don't even try.
Not even really.
Took me like half a second of
Immediate
D&D.
fail.
Everybody around me still has to like save. Everybody around me still has to save.
What's the circumference of it?
Like 30 feet?
30 feet.
God.
Yeah, anybody
Oh
within
God!
30 feet.
I'm
Oh
right
my
next
God.
to you. Oh God.
You
Hang on.
cannot willingly tell a lie if you fail this save.
Oh no.
Ah!
I'm fine.
Which one
You
is
don't have to
it?
say anything if you don't
You
want
don't
to.
have to talk, but you just cannot willingly
save?
tell
Wisdom?
a lie. Wisdom saving
Do we get
throw.
his?
You know what? No, because he's the one making it against you. You don't get his bonus.
What's the DC
What do we
on
have to
that?
pass?
It is his.
Whoa!
It's his ability save.
Can I have
DC.
Raph, could I get some horns?
You got a 20?
Hey!
Not only can you
You said-
lie,
you said-
you can do nothing except lie.
Because you have a
You said
17
wisdom?
Yeah.
Wisdom.
Charisma,
I think it's
right?
like
Thank you.
14.
Well,
I
you
think it's
have
like
a
14.
17
Plus
charisma,
wisdom.
correct?
Thank you.
I'll find it real quick. 16 charisma.
16 charisma,
So
so,
plus
you have
three.
a plus 3,
Yeah.
but it's 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your charisma bonus.
That's the thing.
So it should be...
My save is 14.
Really,
My save is
really
14.
lies anyway.
Yeah,
So like I
same.
didn't need to make this save,
I
but,
do.
but I critical.
Liam?
20.
I
Great.
just want... I want to...
Yeah.
Right. Natural 20, okay.
18.
18.
12.
22.
You are the only one who does not pass.
That's probably the least person who needs to
I
not
still have a bunch of
pass.
Yeah, for a person who needs to like least be worried
I
about
know.
But the person who would never lie anyways.
But
I know.
you cannot willingly tell any lie.
Okay.
Like, you can't even like things that are like, yeah, you look really pretty, but you never thought that they looked pretty. You would never be able to.
Oh,
You would
I
be
would
like,
say
wow, that dress looks really weird on you.
Oh, that sounds like.
That's what I mean. So like, I
Yeah.
just mean to say that like.
But I
you
don't like
can't-
just blurt out
The
things
stuff
I'm
is-
You
thinking.
don't
yeah.
blurt out anything.
Okay.
It's just
I
whenever
stole a
you
bunch of
choose
gold.
to speak, you will not be able to lie.
Okay.
Still a bunch of gold.
Every gold
Um,
is all the gold.
So you cast.
I cast Zone of
I
Truth.
guess actually now.
They,
that I
they,
think
they,
about
they
it-
would have to save too, and anybody
Yep.
in the bar that like is.
I'm not worried about people in the bar.
Yeah.
Actually,
Cheryl.
you do start to hear the old gnomes
Charles.
in gnomes
Yeah.
start to be like.
Is Charles
They
in
start.
that?
Yeah,
they
how many
need-
fights
know my
start in
wife.
the bar when no one can lie?
I fucked your wife.
I fucked your wife. I'm so sorry.
Well, I fucked her too. It's
I'm
fine.
not.
Wow, we have more in common than I thought.
Awesome.
Wow.
Bed buddies.
Oh, tell me they failed.
Oh no, they failed with a capital F.
And that starts with friends.
As far as I know, I'm not allowed to like release people from it or anything. I think it's a blanket thing.
It's a blanket thing. It's whenever you drop the spell. Yeah, you don't have anything that says I
You can't like shape the
yeah,
area.
like I don't allow these people. It's a blanket area effect, for sure.
Okay.
Boy.
You cast Zone of Truth.
Cast Zone
I'll
of
also
Truth.
say that like you've you see like an understanding in the man's face.
It has the somatics on the vocal. I'm just like,
That's what I mean.
and,
He's
and
like
I just say,
realizing
yeah,
there's
and
something.
I just say, I cannot tell a lie. Ask me anything.
Because you definitely failed.
I
He
chose,
forgo.
I chose not to even
He
try.
chose not to even.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah.
Says, what is your name?
Philip Fratterfuller.
Why are you here?
Because I've heard stories about Rakia, and I've always wanted to see what this place is like.
No, why are you here in this establishment?
I heard that there were Fratterfullers here, and I didn't know that they existed.
You never were told of the other Fratterfuller family.
You never said anything, whenever I asked about others.
Amcan looks at him, kind of like smirks, looks at you and says, "What is your favorite passage of the book?"
What is your favorite passage of the book?
Checkmate.
That's a good one.
Also, remember, you can't lie.
I can't lie.
Oh no. We're about to learn something about Philip that we might not want him to know.
Oh boy.
The picture in page 32.
I drew a stick figure on 89. That was pretty great.
Oh, I went to 6. Okay.
The book.
Hey,
I was gonna say,
it's- Page 32, line 3. ROI smiled. To know that she, just like us, was somebody who felt joy, somebody who felt peace, and that she gave up all of that to make sure that other people could still experience it. It's the best part of the book.
I look at the part where I made a little notation, but that is also
Did not know there was a right answer to that.
Wait, what did I say that?
Oh my. It's almost like I still know true that.
He sort of what would you do for this family?
I would do anything that would help guarantee them safety, happiness, prosperity, as long as it didn't come at the expense of others.
Just so we're clear, expenses doesn't mean the money.
Well, as long as other people are still allowed to also be happy and live their lives.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
Basically, yes.
Then perfect.
If they're spending it willingly.
I wouldn't go kill some people for you or anything.
Oh, neither would he.
Okay, good.
I would.
That's,
I might,
if that's the kind of family.
No.
She has a past.
Technically, we all have past.
No.
You understand? She's trying to assassinate.
We are not the ruler cons. We are not the ruler cons.
She has a past.
She has a past. She does forget it sometimes.
I do. There's so many assassination attempts that it gets to a point where they all just sort of jumble together. I mean, you kill so many people, and then, I mean, this isn't.
You
about
passed.
No,
You
no,
passed
no.
the save.
You did.
You don't.
You
know.
did.
I'm willingly telling people this. I don't think you understand. Click Whistle is willingly letting everybody know.
But he said, we are not the ruler cons. We do not the.
Just saying, I would. I mean, alright.
Huh. I must say I'm intrigued by you, Mr. Fratterfuller.
I get that a lot.
He does.
We all pretty
The
much
elderly
are.
woman looks at you too. Looks over to him and says, Terry, I think no questions can stop. He seems to be a Fratterfuller.
Is his name Philataria? What did you say his name was?
Mr. Philip.
Mr.
No.
The brother, did you name?
Philateri.
Philateri.
Okay.
What was your dad's name?
Philateri.
Philateri.
My dad's
Vil with a V.
Philateri.
Oh.
Philateri.
I thought perhaps he got named after him. That's why I was like, whoa.
It kind of sounds like a common version.
Did you get named after him? Did I just say something that...
Wait, and then you just like... Wait, do I... Okay,
Philateri.
hang on.
That sounds kind of like Philip, don't you think? Philip. Don't you think that his name
Into
got...
dice jail. You know what? Let me use my new...
Into dice jail.
Use dice
Into you
jail.
go.
Let me use the dice that I got specifically for Philip. I just get used to using that.
Yeah, how much you roll?
It was the exact same number.
It's destiny.
It's still a 5.
I
Wonderful.
don't understand.
She says,
Okay, I don't make that connection.
no, it's okay. That's what I'm saying. Is it Philateri? This is our boy. And so say I. And it's from the bar, and like any of the actual gnomes, you hear them say out. And so says she. And
Yeah,
says-
she does.
Oh, and so says she.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
thought you were saying something in gnomish.
No, it's just like it
So she.
My
My
she-shad's on fire.
And so says
And so
she.
says she.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love
What
that
they say.
commercial. Have you seen it?
And she says, you must excuse me, Philip. I'm tired. She gets up.
No, I completely understand.
Good night. Is it night? I don't know.
Good day.
And
It's
she,
hard to tell.
she like holds out a hand, and Military says, "Please, don't go anywhere."
I wouldn't
And he
drink
takes
of it.
her back upstairs. And in that interim time,
I'm gonna drop the spell.
Philip.
sure, that's what it means. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. At this moment, you do hear a punch land on one of the older guys from one of the older guys.
Philip.
You kind of look distracted. You're not entirely certain why, but
Yeah, you just turn around. Who threw the punch?
Grant threw the punch.
Grant! Come on.
You fuck on my way.
He stole my shot, man.
I'm gonna walk over and him mine.
I'll get
Here
you another
go.
one.
He said his name is Model My 6.
How much?
This is not part of my 6. Good.
How much?
The bartender, it's like a 5 copper.
Just
Off it. Yeah.
drop 5 copper on the thing and walk back.
You want to? No, you don't have to pay. And so the barkeep like pushes your money back and like makes the shot for you.
Please. I just push back.
Mm.
Pushing,
Please.
pushing.
I'll
I go-
take it if no one wants
Yeah,
it.
no, they don't.
I-
They don't take it.
I go and drop 5 copper. I think I have copper. Do I have copper?
I
Let's
don't know,
find
but
out.
I'll take the copper if you don't want it.
No, they don't. They don't take your money. Basically, they're trying to get, like they don't accept your money. They don't accept like it's like they just
I'm
don't
not
accept
part
it
of
at
the
the
family,
moment.
I
though.
believe
You
our
say-
money is not good
Philip,
here.
do you notice how that guy's name sounds like your name?
Yeah, almost exactly
And the shot
like your
gets
name.
slipped to the brain.
Oh, well, that's
I
probably
was like, you can have
because-
mine. I keep trying to give mine away.
That guy sounds exactly like your name.
Well, not exactly. There's a Terra.
Let's take
and a
another
V.
go with
I mean,
this.
a Philipperry, but like still.
Are you kidding? Put that one in dice jail too.
But
Do you want to
didn't
borrow
you-
one of mine?
Do you need more dice jails?
Do you need more jails? Do you need
More jails for your
More
dice?
Here, put both of them.
I think it
If,
may
if,
be because I
if we have a
touched
public
them.
school, I can convert it into
I'm
a
gonna
jail.
be honest. I touched them. So.
Sorry.
Man, honestly, we should
Sorry.
stop
Do you
investing
not?
in dice jails and start investing in dice schools. We need to work on dice reform, not dice incarceration.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm gonna turn this dice jail into a dice school.
Let's-
You
This
watch.
is an
Let's
episode of Riverdale.
deprivatize these dice jails.
D&D Beyond calls us. Hi, we heard you had a problem with our dice jails.
Well, deprivatize them.
Just from like an ethical standpoint, like they work fine.
Yeah, no, they're great, but
But
Oh,
Philip,
they-
didn't you
they
say he
work pretty
kind
good,
of
but
looked
they
like
only
your
get
dad,
paid
but with like
$2
different hair?
Can I just make? Can
baseball.
I just make this connection? Can I?
Yes. I'm saying
I'm
she's
literally
telling
giving you the
she's
information.
telling you.
Philip is.
I know. I'm saying she's
Yeah.
she's giving you the information. She's helping you along. You can understand that.
Okay, you know what? Okay,
You're
so,
the one
so,
who's-
so that battle
You're
was an
literally
intelligence
the
check.
one who's deciding that you
Also,
don't
also,
understand.
Fair.
she's giving you information as
Fair.
an idea. It's not that you have to believe it. It's just that she's presenting information
I
to
should say-
you.
A possibility.
Yeah.
I should say, oh well, that's just because. That's just because he has a traditional gnomish name that was converted into Philip as it moved into common.
But still, so now,
Oh,
so now
whoa.
it's moved into common, but you have the common version and he has the
That
gnomish
doesn't mean that
version,
you're
so that
common.
means that you guys have the same name.
Yeah, it's like how Frankenelli in common is Franklin.
But do
is
Bob.
Bart.
there are those who call
Franklin.
him
Tim?
Tim.
Tim.
But do you think that maybe you were named after him?
I need to sit down. Philip just sits down.
I pushed the
Are you
shot that I've
okay?
been trying to get rid of in front of him.
Yeah,
This is just a lot.
it is a lot, but I have
But
to tell you, now you have more family. Is that not nice?
No, it's really, really great.
Yeah.
So why are you sitting and not happy?
Sometimes when I breathe really hard,
Uh huh.
The
I don't know.
is gonna wiggly.
I don't know what happens for a while. And I'm trying to not do that.
I want to go on the record in saying when life-changing things happen to people, y'all are not the best at letting them process
I
it.
just,
Oh, sorry.
Not speaking from experience or anything.
I'm just,
Not speaking from
He said
experience or
just
anything.
one eye.
I'm just
like-
trying. I'm just trying
Walk
to
back to
control-
the old dudes and pull out my
I'm
pipe.
just trying to.
Smoke monster.
God damn it! Natural 1. I just bat the smoke monster away.
You
And
got it again.
Makes me lose control of my breathing a little bit.
What
It's
you were?
Alright.
Yeah. No. Calm down. Sorry, we're not letting you process this correctly. You're absolutely right, Liam.
We could talk about something else.
We could.
Like maybe.
No, I'm okay with this. I'm just making sure that my body gets all the oxygen it needs.
No, that's great. Yeah, no, it's good. Like you should have all the oxygen you need to just let you know you have a grandma. You have a grandma.
Oh,
Isn't that nice?
I've missed so many birthdays.
She'll tell you when they were.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to get like 20 presents.
Yes.
But to be fair,
yeah.
it doesn't look like she has many birthdays left, so like you're fine.
Wow.
By the way, Zone
Wow.
of Truth has dropped.
It's okay.
I'd say that So
I
yeah.
just realized this is so much turning into like an elf situation.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Like it's just like crouching all the
My
establishments.
favorite thing is that none of them have brought it up. No one's brought it up, and I'm so pleased.
No.
Like,
So,
What up? What?
yeah.
maybe another like 3 minutes go by, and Military comes
Okay.
back down the stairs.
It's plenty of
Oh
time
look,
to
it's
control.
Philip.
Phil too.
And he steps up and he says, "So, my brother Hidden told you why he was gone."
No, he always changed the subject, which at the time I didn't realize.
That is my brother. He is a very... he is not the pleasantest as I remember him, but he is avoidant. He was a bit of a braggart as well.
Yeah, that checks out.
He would you guys mind coming to a table with me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I was gonna ask if you wanted to maybe have this conversation by yourself, since this is a
These
family.
people who already know this story.
Oh, great.
Okay.
So we're the only
And
ones.
Nomus, you hear him say to the bartender, like, "Hey, bring us over a pitcher." Like,
So
a
we're,
few
so we're
pitchers.
moving to a different table.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
keep getting
Okay,
drunk
as I
progressively
stand
more.
up,
I'm
I'll
gonna
get
go over
lightheaded
to-
and like.
I'm gonna.
Oh yeah. It's like
Yeah.
Like the ceiling is it's still like a large,
Big enough to accommodate a furbolg.
yeah, like it's a comfortable
I am one of
opening
the taller
space.
races, though.
It's a comfortable
Furbolgs
opening
are
space,
big.
but it's like it's still one of those things where it's like, yeah, like the furniture is all pretty small.
I'm gonna go over to.
That's the difference,
Fair.
right?
I'm gonna go over to Liam. So his uncle is telling us what exactly happened. I asked if they wanted to have the conversation by themselves. He said no. So if you want to join, you can. But if you don't, I understand.
It's fair. Do I see him order the pitcher?
Oh no, he was saying to the group that like.
Well, I know. I
he was
I
in
walked.
behind-
No, he
I
walked
walked
away.
away.
I know. That's what I mean. He's
Did
like,
I
yeah,
see
you
him order
yeah,
the picture of the
he's-
table?
Yeah, he sees.
Then
yeah.
I go. Yeah,
Can
then I follow.
Can I like do a quick big good whistle and be like, hey, there's free booze over here.
No, you can't.
Why?
Because I already
Why?
walked over.
Yeah,
Develop
I'm already
lockjaw.
there, yeah.
Okay, I'm asking. I'm at like that's what you would like. Okay, yes,
Yeah.
sure.
Hey Liam, there's ripples over here.
Fine, if my presence is requested.
I request it.
I gallivant over to the table.
Sashay.
The
Did you
drinks
really
come.
have to come over all fancy like that? No, I'm just kidding.
The drinks come over fairly quickly after that. But as he sits down, he makes sure he pours a glass for each of you before. He kind of doesn't listen. He's just sort of pouring
everything.
and he sets a glass in front of all of you before he starts speaking. And he lifts up his glass and he says, "To a new family member."
To Philip.
To Philip.
To Vel.
To Philip. Sorry, it's a little hard to say some of the...
I imagine the tusks are a hard thing for a tongue to do.
Yeah, I really ought to sand these down.
Don't you dare.
Ow.
He's a welcome to do whatever he wants. He's a fine man.
Yeah,
I assume.
he
So
is.
we do the toast. How... Philiveric?
Sorry. You're asking his name?
Yes.
Military.
Military.
No, that's what I was trying to say.
It's a
Sorry.
military.
That's
military.
A military.
Yeah, it's a military.
So, your father. What do you know of the heist? Has he ever told you about it?
I just found out about it today from Grant and the man, the gnome with the black eye.
Very well. What do you know about the Elwena Halpike?
Well, I know that she's a dwarf of legend. You know, I heard she... He flips through the mental pages of his mind.
I imagine it is like
The
a
word
leaf.
of the day
Like
calendar.
I imagine it's like a
Well,
leaf
like
note in
it's
Philip,
like,
like
Well, and
Show me that
no,
video.
she was... Well, she was only a humble miner who... Momo.
Momo.
Don't blame
she
the
was-
dog when it's Bridget. Clearly.
Always blame it on the dog.
Way to blow up my spot.
Well,
man.
I know... how's it pronounced? Eliana? Eliana? Or...
Aowen.
It's Elwiana. Yeah, Elwiana.
Well, I know Eliana was... Well, she was only a humble miner who... Well, she fell upon some great tragedy and found herself falling deep into a chasm where she had to fight a demon lord, and she came out victorious. From everything I've heard from dwarves I've ran into, she's something of a shining symbol of courage and bravery and, well, you know, overcoming obstacles. They made her queen afterwards, and she was known for also being very wise and predicted a lot of dangerous things before they happened.
Oh, then at least you would know the story about her. The heist is something that we have kept as a tradition since she came back. What she found in the chasm was a doorway to the 9 hells. Now we know this because of many years of researching this and making sure that these things never come back out. And to this day, nothing has come back out. The heist is what you would call maybe a coming of age. Not any set year. But a young gnome or dwarf of Reykjavik may ask to do the heist. And if they do, I'm losing it. If they do, many perils await them in the hells. But much glory upon the return. Your father, quite the braggart, said he would go in and bring back something for the Fratterfullers that would bring us to the top of the 4 pillars. On the day he was supposed to take out a heist,
asked him if he really wanted to go. I did not want to lose my brother. But he said that he had to. We were a prominent family then. And he had to make us better. The Fratterfullers had never attempted a heist before. No reason to. We liked our place. People that liked us. We went to living in the slums. For a little while, I thought my brother was dead. But no. No. 3 months later, we heard that he was gallivanting at one of our sister locations. In above Asia. My brother brought a shame. If you die in a heist, your family, your clan, it weighs nothing upon your status. You stay the same. No reparations are made. You see, during a heist, clans, other clans than yourselves, other families, are allowed to give you gifts. They're allowed to give you things to help you see the journey through. Frankenelli took those gifts and he ran away. He brought a great shame to the Fratterfullers. He had never completed a heist, and he had never died in the heist. By Unakar's rules, the Fratterfullers were supposed to pay every family back for everything he took.
If you don't mind me asking.
It nearly bankrupted us.
If you don't mind me asking, what were the gifts?
Oh, well, mostly good rations, things that I would keep. Time works a little bit differently there. He also had several lodestones. He also took some shield and something else. I can't remember. A nothing. Weapon or something. Given it to us by a very kind family with a poorer.
What was the family?
It was a long time ago. But if memory serves me, it was the I believe it was you all in Noma. She kind of like leans over and asks one of the bartenders, and they say that it was the Proctish family.
Proctish.
John Proctor.
He said, what the family gave the weapon to Frankenelli? And Proctish family gave him.
Weapon or shield? Or like what?
The weapon.
Weapon. Well, like the weapon and shield. Like what? Who gave him those things?
What was the weapon?
He said something simple, something a miner would use, maybe.
Oh god, a war pack?
The shield. Was it a kite shield?
I believe so. It was a simple one. But we did make it so that it had our wonderful Mother Arway imprinted on the shield to protect him in the hills.
Oh no. He was tricked.
What are the rules of the heist?
Well, the rules of a heist is you must enter from the doorway, and you cannot come back until you have procured a treasure from them.
Can it be any kind of treasure? Or is
It
there
certainly must be of some kind of worth, any magical or money or a great being that you could potentially things. There are quite a few treasures out there. Certainly. Did you all know that Elwayna Hellpike was originally called Elwayna Dustboar? The Hellpike. I came after she came back from the Hells, wielding her weapon, stolen from that same Devil Lord.
Can you enter as a group?
There is nothing written in the rules about a group.
How many people?
Or any foolhardy adventurer following after a friend.
Where is this family?
Well, which of how many?
The one who gave him the pick and shield.
There we go.
Like, no longer in Rekia? Or...
They are no longer a family. They have no clan.
There is no one left.
Not in the Ulinkar.
Did one leave?
All of them. There they go. Or
Did they leave by choice or like were they kicked out?
By force.
I see. You have not been in Reiki long.
No, I just got here.
Literally just got here.
We came quickly.
Yep.
If you cannot prove your worth, and if your worth cannot be handled by physical labor, what use are you to Ulinkar?
I mean, I'm very good for the heist.
What about at the church? Couldn't they have been proven their worth here? Are you that picky about the people who are your
No.
priests?
If you can pay, you will prove your worth. Sometimes a payment is what you do. Sometimes a payment is a service
And they
that
couldn't
you
provide.
cannot provide.
They
Could
couldn't
we-
provide any service. I don't want to provide that service, but I want to.
I mean, there's a very specific kind of service that we actually do provide. Perhaps we could.
He's saying this family stopped being able to provide service, so they know we're no longer useful to the city. So they're not.
So
here.
they're not like killed, right? You didn't like kill them. They're not like
Not
in the
by
slums.
Ulinkar.
Well, perhaps we can redeem Francanelli's name.
And the
The
proctor.
Because
slums.
we-
Do you think they went to the slums?
We
or
have-
they're out of the city entirely?
Philip, I must tell you, there is no chance that you will find this family.
They are destroyed.
They are nothing.
Did you kill them? You kind of avoided that question when
They
I
didn't
asked it
kill
the
them.
first time. You don't know, Philip. Were you here? Were you present? No, I'm asking the man who was present.
No. We didn't want to kill them.
Alright,
They were our friends.
that's all I wanted to know.
However, we could not help them. We were bankrupt at the time. We had to take out a loan to make sure that we kept at this place and other holdings. We remained a part of the 16. But we are certainly towards the bottom now.
I just have a quick question. As a complete outsider, if, per se, we successfully do the heist under the Fratterfuller name, would you perhaps gain some status if we could help?
This is why I wanted to talk to you.
We are very good.
Angan, she is a matriarch. She runs out of business. She says what goes and what does not.
Is that Grandma?
That is her name, yes.
Oh, Grandma. Cool.
Oh, that is not how you say grandma, that is just her name.
Her name is. Wait,
Wait,
no,
her name
Chelsea
is-
is
Her name is Amgan.
Oh.
Amgan. Okay.
Oh,
I thought Amgan was her title.
Yeah, that's how like so. Grandma on the right. Yeah,
that's her name.
okay.
Amgan.
Amgan.
Grandma Amgam. That seems like a mouthful.
So,
Graham
Gramgan.
You don't need to ask. How do I sign up?
yeah, how do we all sign up?
This is a much trickier than just proposing to the heist. A proposal for someone who is born in Reykjavik with a, or has a clan, a family name, has a much easier time when they offer to do it the first time. What you are doing is to recompense for a past mistake. We need their approval
From who?
from the 4 pillars.
Where can we find the 4 pillars?
We will have to go to the first ring. The
How-
governmental ring.
How long does approval usually take?
I don't know.
Alright.
It
Uh,
doesn't
like,
usually
do they
happen
think-
often.
Out of character, how long will the thing I want to do take?
At least 3 days,
Okay.
just for the molding of it all.
Yeah.
At
I
least
understand.
3.
Okay.
He says, no way to tell. This is a tricky situation. It hasn't happened a lot. Not that many people who forego or try to cheat themselves out of a heist really ever make it back.
Alright.
Listen, the reason I want you to do this, she is very smart, very faithful. We hold on by a thread. One of the 4 pillars, the family clan known as a Ruler Khan, they were the ones who protected us. They gave us a loan to pay back all of the items given. But they hold us a hostage. 60% of all of our,
Your profits?
they go to them to pay back a debt that accrues interest at a steady rate.
If we do this heist for you, will you be free of this debt?
Yes. If we get the approval, it would be enough to pay off the Ruler Khan, not only in money, but in honor. Because Frankenelli, he asked them for help the first time. We have to get out of this debt. And as much as I would like to be excited about the nephew, and not ask him for help immediately, we don't have any warriors in the Fratterfuller. That was simply why, when Frankenelli asked to do it, we were shocked, and they could not stop it. Please, if you are a Fratterfuller, I need you to help. If you will come with me, we can go to the legislative branch.
Would it help if we had the Rovax on our side?
How do you know the Rovax?
I flashed the crest.
With him being one of the 4 pillars, yes, and that would be very helpful.
Then let's go.
Philip, if you can stall this a few days, do. If you can't, come get me before you go. I'm gonna be back at the place.
I don't know what to tell your friend, but these things, if we have the Rovax, we're gonna get approval today. If we play our cards right.
Liam, will this really?
You do not have to go today. You can set your heist for a specific time.
Right, if you could set it for... Give me a few days.
What are you doing?
I'd be more helpful. I'm not sure yet. I don't want to promise anything in case it doesn't work. But
we should move quickly if you have that.
just get
Is
me...
there a time limit for how long we're allowed to be in there?
Well,
Time moves different, right? Time moves different, so...
Well, but how many
how
people?
do you mean?
They.
Well, sometimes these decisions don't happen in a day. But if you can flash that would certainly speed things up. The Rovak family is one of the 4 pillars.
You'll have
Getting
the
their approval it means the approval and respect for a lot of people. The Rovak family is a very honorable family.
We'll have their approval. I only ask how long we're allowed to be doing the raid, or the heist.
Oh, the heist.
The specifics. We need to bring back a treasure. Is there a time limit? What kind of treasure?
No, like I said, there is no strict time limit because anything that does not come back is never coming back.
Well,
How long until you give up on that party?
Until we have evidence that they aren't coming back.
How many people come back?
it doesn't matter.
It does for some people.
75%.
Okay, that's a pretty good. That's better than the plague, Marshall. So I'm
when you
just a little.
assume that only about 20 people have done it.
I mean, it's still
Okay,
more than
alright.
10, so I'm happy.
Well, that's the thing. We survived the plague march.
That's what I'm like. I mean, like if I can survive the when, the no one,
But
the
nobody
moment.
has come back with as much as a hell pike.
Well, that's fine. We'll just come back though. That's all I care about.
I mean, you,
I don't want to
you
die.
don't necessarily know the necessary skill sets of this group. We might bring you back something real nice.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a little drunk.
Did I
Yeah?
steal your accent? I'm sorry.
No, I'm just remembering that, no, I said that wrong.
Oh.
I said the percentage backwards.
75%. Don't come back.
Yes. That's
75%
that's what I was trying
do not come
Oh,
back.
that's
I
what
don't like
I'm
that.
sorry, that's what I'm trying to say, is that it's like only 20 people have come back.
Only 20
Only 20,
people have
like
come
25
back?
out of 100, essentially, that kind of situation, or is it like only 20 people out of like?
80. Yeah,
Okay.
20 out of 80.
20 out of 80.
Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know why I got that.
No, that's fine.
I think I got mixed up when I was saying it, and I just
We're all
Regardless.
basically confused all the time. It's okay.
regardless. 20 out of 80.
Oof.
20
I
out
don't
of 80.
really like those odds.
Those are not very good odds. But I have to tell you, I think that, they might not have our skills.
It's fair.
But I will say, very no cunning, Philippa, to have friends. Many of the people that go to the heist do it alone.
Oh, well, then they're dumb.
They're very dumb. I mean, they should
I mean,
have
they're-
at least 4 friends.
Maybe
Because-
they don't have friends. I did that for a while.
I do leave and go back to the mansion.
Oh,
Yes.
all right.
Oh.
Okay,
I-
bye.
oh,
We'll come
all
get
right,
you
all
from
right.
the
Yes,
place.
thank you. Do that. Thank
Wait,
you.
when the heist happens, will you come back?
Yes, come get me before you go.
Okay.
Oh, wait, can you take Ripper with you?
And he's like,
Please, Ripper.
I got Ripper
he
right
walks
here.
away with him.
Please, please.
Ripper's Clippers.
So-
Welcome to Ripper's Clippers.
Eight. No Momo.
There's Ripper. Come here, girl. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy boy. Come here.
But if we want to do this, we have to do it now.
I think we should do it.
We're doing it.
Great. We're doing it.
I only asked about the time limit because I wanted to know when to tell you that everything will be fine.
What?
I understand. We will be waiting. We'll have a new family member.
We'll be back within a week.
You shouldn't make promises like that, Philip.
I should also, I would also follow your friend's advice.
How long are they usually in there?
Like I said, the time doesn't work the same. What it could be for a day for you, could be a month for us.
So it goes faster in there. Or slower in there. It goes slower in there.
Can we? Is there anyone? Like,
Well, that's not a one-to-one. I'm not saying that. I just mean that the time does move slower in there.
well, while y'all get the feedback, is there anyone that we can go talk to that maybe has like done this before?
Yeah.
I don't
you
feel like
guys
we
get
all
the
need us. We're
approval.
not really the family members type.
We're very not family members.
And I also might mess things up. I tend to do that.
Me too.
The last person who tried the heist was a Frankenstein.
Well,
And
what about the
before
person?
him, it was about 80 years before somebody else tried.
Well, y'all live long, it seems.
What do you do? That's correct.
So
Who was the last person to try?
I'd like to speak to
Well,
someone.
you might have to buy him a drink.
I buy drinks.
And he points to Grant.
Yo!
Oh, full circle!
Full circle.
Alright, I'll go talk to
Does
Grant then.
Grant speak any language
down.
except for
Yeah, I'm sure he speaks common.
I'm
But
telling
I'm
you
going to talk to him
now.
in Gnome.
We should probably. I would like to say we should probably. I can help you prepare, and I can tell you people to talk to help you prepare. But we need to make sure that you get approval first.
Right,
Go.
so while you guys do that, we can
Stand up.
multitask here.
Do you need all the group to get approval?
No.
Yeah,
Great,
because most
so-
of the time people don't approve of the rest of us. But Philip is very respectful.
Stand up. Let's go to the Rovac house.
The Rebecca house. I must tell you, Philip, what we should do is go straight to the legislative.
I think we
Oh,
should.
I can talk to them there as well.
Yes.
let's go there.
They have their ambassador for the clan. They will have a more authority for asking what we want. If we go to their house, it will be.
I'm not
it will
going to
be
understand
more,
any of this. Just tell me where to go and I'm going to go there.
You have got it.
He's a
He's
very.
very
he's-
focused. He's very focused.
What can I see?
Hey, yo, Grant.
Should
I
we-
suppose I should be happy with a strong nephew, not a
Yeah,
smart
I'm
nephew.
with you.
Did anyone else just hear the momentary Philip noise that just came out of Philip, non-Philip? Because that was amazing. I have to like applaud that for a moment because that was it was the Philip noise, and I
Silently
have to applaud that because that was
Right.
everything to me.
It runs in the family.
I know that was everything to me. Sorry.
Okay.
So first, we're gonna run with you.
Yes.
Okay. All right. You guys. He takes you kind of like rushedly. He's like cooking a little bit. He tells one of the bartenders that he's gonna be out. Make sure Amgan gets her nightly.
Yeah.
Her nightly sherry.
Back up. Oh, Sherry. Yeah.
Yeah. And he kind of like skyrockets towards the mine carts that are going to help you guys get down there the quickest. He like flips a silver coin to the operator, and then he kind of, and it's just like Indiana Jones style, just like this like fast and furious, just like winding corners.
That's a different franchise.
And as you're going through too, yeah, it's like all these things interconnect in the spaces between every ring, and it also goes through parts of the ring. And like as you're passing through the fourth, the third, and the second ring, there are moments where you actually see inside buildings. Like there are like almost like subway stops, right? Like it's like these momentary like cutouts in the rock that you're passing through, as if you were like, yeah, you could get off here if that was where you were supposed to be going. You notice that the wheels themselves are almost interlocked and interlaced with the railing itself in this like thin band of like a blue light, and then you see like sigils like etched into those little bands that are holding it onto the rail. And you come to the legislative branch. You see these. It's much smaller than the outer rings, but it is a solid base. Where the other ones have to have cut out sort of concentric circles, this one itself is a solid cylinder type. Not cylinder really, but like it's a solid circle at its base. And there is really just one building here, and it is built out of a very familiar material. It looks smoother and less rough-hewn, but it looks like it's growing out of the ground. It looks like the spire. It looks like the same material from the spire.
Okay.
But the design itself is like, you see gnomish written somewhere, but you also see dwarven. You see a lot of like combining architecture where you see a dwarven holding an axe over the form of a gnome like holding a pickaxe, and it's these things of like they seem like terse and tough, but like they're on each left and right of this giant building. And as you step through, the front doors are these two solid like platinum doors, and they stretch out to about 20 feet tall, and they take there's these, as you step up to the wall, there are like from the wall just outside of those doors, you see Veritelli like motion you to stop for a second, and then he steps forward and he like takes a pin from his jacket and places it in the ground. Like you see this small tiny little divot in the ground, and he places his pin directly on it and then places it back. And then you see from the sides these like two giant golem structures that blended perfectly within the wall step forward and turn to the side, and in these like kind of slow moving steps reach to the handle of the door and pull it open. And you guys step inside. The halls themselves of this giant building are strewn with 16 different banners as you walk through. It seems like there's hallways that have maybe random holdings or some rooms. Like they seem relatively well placed and spaced in the 3 floors of this building. It's pretty much open outside of that. There are pews reaching up to a raised, like the judges panel kind of thing. Yeah, it's like a semicircle of that. There are 12 chairs in the front, and then on an outside ring there are 4 chairs. And
Okay.
within those 4 chairs there are these like pillars. One is onyx. One is like you can kind of tell the work of the stone is like you see an onyx pillar, you see a steel pillar, you see a you see a marble pillar, and then you see a. Sorry.
I forgive you.
And you see like a simple stone pillar. I was trying to figure out where it was. It was in.
So this is the 16.
This is the 16.
Okay.
There is someone at each of those chairs and at each of those pillars, and they all seem to be kind of like doing their own work. They all seem to be consolidated to their own thing and like doing it all for themselves as you guys step forward. And Viratelli, as you're walking forward, he says, "Now I'm not going to tell you that you have to do all of the talk, that I have to do all of the talking. But to just don't lie. Tell them the truth. Tell them what you want to do. And again, show her that badge. And tell them how you got it. But until I tell you to, don't talk." He steps forward. And as he kind of like steps beyond this, it's like a groove in the ground, but almost at length, like a chalk line. Or the width, right? Like at width, it's like a chalk line, and it goes all across this floor leading up to these guys. And as he steps over that, their pens go down, and they all look forward. And as he steps into this circular, like compass rose, a gavel is hit by the dwarf in the onyx pillar, and he says, "All right, come to order, Mr. Viratelli. And who is this that you have with you?"
Does he tell me to speak, or does he answer for me?
Oh, true.
I'm trying to follow instructions.
I know. Like, Viratelli like waits, and he's like,
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just trying to follow.
I know.
I'm Philip.
Jesus.
Philip Fratterfuller.
They all kind of like. Viratelli's. What is your business today, Fratterfuller? And he says, "I have come with a nephew to ask the families of Urankar to see him finish his father's work." You do see one of the 16 to be the Fratterfuller house.
This is how they're finding out.
Surprise.
Well, who's his father? My brother? Frank and Elliot Fratterfuller? A little bit of gossip going around. The gavel hits once and they all silent. Your brother, as I understand it, ran away. I don't believe we give second chances to them, do we? Yes, but according to subsection 3 of Amendment 27 of the Urankar Accords, it clearly says if the sins of the father can be held done by the doings of the son. You're telling me That man right there is the son of Frank and Ellie Fratterfuller. I tell you, with the utmost confidence, he is my brother's a boy. He's yet a little tall for a gnome.
I'm going to, without saying anything, I'm going to just take the war pick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to hold it up.
What you got there, boy? Veritalis.
The gift given to Frankenelli by the Proctus family. It never got to do its job. I want to fix that.
And how can we verify that that's the one? One of the other ones to the side is it. Well, you know, my family is one that does many mining jobs. Would you perhaps like me to check it? I suppose.
I hold the blade and hold the
Handle
handle
it,
out to
yeah.
them. Yeah, just standard sharp object.
It it gets passed up because they're high raised on these pillars, but like yeah, it gets taken to them and she kind of like looks it over. It indeed is their symbol. You may not have noticed. She holds it up. And like, it's one of those tiny like TM insignias kind of a thing, like right at the base where the handle meets the actual head and pike.
Also, I'm just going to say, there's a great many things I don't.
And Verita's like,
Notice.
stop.
You can at least lie about that.
I really can't.
You don't want me to roll about that.
But they hand it back down to you. Well, that family has not been talked of a very long time. Wait, why am I forgetting this name? Give me a second.
Practice?
No.
Okay.
John.
Yeah.
John Practice. It's Josh Practice.
I saw good. What is it? I saw Goody Proctor dance with the devil.
She says many people's names.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said there's a lot of names that come out there.
From her position, she's this gnome woman from the top of the stone pillar.
A Norman, as we.
Huh?
Nothing.
Okay. She says, Mr. Forgul, you have experience with Proctish family, yes? And you see a representative sitting below, kind of in her section. You see him. Yes, Proctish family was something to be. Well, it was a certain tragedy for sure, but no, unfortunately they are gone. Yes, but he kind of looks at it too. He's like, I can second. That is their symbol. He hands it back to you.
Thorgal, is he in the 12 or the 4?
He's in the 12.
Okay. I take it back.
You do notice that so you don't recognize the onyx one, you don't recognize the stone one, you don't recognize the steel one, but you do recognize the pearl. It's the Rovac family.
Pearl has a symbol of Roback.
So you say that what? You get this from father?
I left home to spread the teachings of ROI, he gave me a war pick and a shield. I can produce the shield if you'd like. It's in my elk saddlebags, which...
They all kind of like...
Is he with us?
No, you left him.
No.
Did he not fit in the minecart?
As I recall, he didn't even come into Rekia.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think he came into Rekia.
I don't remember
Oh,
you.
I thought he came
I
into
thought you were.
Rekia, but he wasn't
I remember
inside
him
the
being
building.
left in the mansion.
I don't remember
But
him
that's
being in Rekia.
that's my memory versus what
I think
actually happened.
I think we talked about leaving him outside at the bar when we got in.
You're correct. Yes.
Yeah, so
he
he's-
technically would have been with you this whole time. He would have also been left outside in the other. You could have brought him in here.
That's just something I did say. When you talked about...
Honestly, Viratelli would have told you no. Viratelli would have told you to leave him.
Wouldn't put him in the...
But you could, I would say,
Can I say that I thought about this? And
yeah, like you would have brought that shield with you, yes.
I produced the shield, and I...
You could have, I feel like in this addendum, you would have said, it was in my elk saddlebag.
It was in my elk saddlebag.
And they're like...
I wasn't aware of its significance before. Frankenelli never talked about this, which, with everything I've learned lately, makes a lot of sense. If you want to examine this as well, this is the shield he gave me. Although the symbol that was on it, I had transferred over to this shield.
As you produce the other one, is it? The guy from the Thorgal, he says, now I can confirm. Barakdish family had both given. And from the stone pillar, she says, if it is confirmed, I second.
Sorry, the practitioners from the steel pillar?
No,
No.
Proctus
Proctus is dead.
it's a dead
It's
family.
a completely dead
It's
family.
a family
Okay.
that my dad fucked over,
Alright, great.
basically.
Such a nice guy.
He is.
Don't eat a sandwich.
Okay.
And back from the Onyx, he says, right. So we can at least confirm that you have items from the man. And we have his word that you are his son. I suppose that's 2 confirmations. All in favor? Three pillars raise their hand. The pearl, the steel, and the stone. The onyx does not. From the 12, 8 say with their hands, including Thorgal.
75% of both of them.
And he looks over. Motion approved.
Hey!
Now,
You didn't even have to use
Screw
the
that
badge.
Onyx, dude.
now, what is your business? That was just to find out if he was the son. That was
Yeah,
just...
that's
That's
just
fucking
an
bureaucracy.
idea.
That's-
Yeah,
that's
that's
fucking
not
bureaucracy.
even about the
Triplicate.
rights.
Triplicate. Got it.
Guys, I'm legally a Fratterfuller now.
Yes.
Oh my god, he had his
Um,
adoption.
Yeah.
You know what? That's actually a really good point. I should say.
You're
The Onyx says,
legally applied.
you gain rights to any land,
Or dead.
any property that the Fratterfuller, the clan, designates you are allowed. You are allowed to use the name Fratterfuller. You can also... You are allowed, if the family gives you an insignia, or like a writ of passage, to represent your house and your clan. Treat it wisely. Now, what's your business? As I previously stated, wonderful Master Eruk, we are here to make sure that the heist that Frankenelli abandoned could be rectified. I see. So instead of using yourself or one of your other children, you're going to make him go off to try to pay your debt to my family.
Yeah, I saw that one
Oh
coming.
shit!
Yeah.
Oh
He
shit!
says, I suppose if you would like to see it that way, but truthfully, just came today. It's a new information. It's a way for my family to give it back to those who have lost.
The Fratterfuller representative speaks up and he says,
I also second it. It's like I would like to make a first motion to say that to come willingly and to say I would like to rectify my father's sins has no way to do with the money that we owe you.
yes, of course. How rude of me.
Now, how do you propose to do this? What are you asking for?
This is for me again?
Yes.
Okay.
He's looking at you. He's directing it. You are the one who's opting for the challenge, so a lot of these challenge questions are going to be to you.
Okay.
What do you ask us for?
Permission to do the heist.
And
Permission to do the heist.
We'll look at each other.
you're saying you'll do this with nothing?
I'll ask for nothing. If people choose to offer, that's on them. I'll do the heist, no matter what I'm given.
Well, that's very interesting. I don't know if we can trust him.
Are any of you,
He's a Franconelli Fratterfuller.
are any of you familiar with magic?
They all kind of laugh, but
Son, did you say that two golems help you through the door?
Well, good. Then you'll understand this. Zone of truth.
Yeah, zone of truth.
And I forego the
Can
save.
you? I understand.
How far away from them am I?
Not far.
Okay.
About 20 feet.
Okay.
But I'm just
Stay
saying.
away from your
In that case,
Yeah.
If I'm that, I thought I was picturing it like a Kingdom Hearts thing where they're like on these huge things.
Well, they are. So
Thank
like
God.
the distance
Could you imagine if
from you. Yeah, actually, like by the height added to that, they'd be out of range. I'll say that.
Okay.
I'm cool with that. I just also want you to know, as you do that,
Okay. Well, that's the thing is I thought they were far. All right.
as you do, it's not so much about the distance.
In that
it's-
case, all right. Yeah.
when you do that, everybody kind of like, and then when they see just like this soft
Zone of
glow
truth.
around you, they kind of ease up just a little bit. It's just the fact that it's just
It's the fact that I just cast magic out of nowhere.
yeah, like out of nowhere, and you're
Yeah.
like, then you'll understand this. Like, that's suicide bomber talk. That's like that's
What do you get when you cross it?
so.
Oh my
all right,
God.
go ahead.
Are we?
Then I'm
within
sure you
his
understand.
range? No.
You guys
We're
are
not there.
anywhere
not there.
close.
I'm in the mansion.
Oh.
Y'all are
You
still
guys
at the bar.
decided to stay behind to learn other information, and we're still with this.
Sorry. I thought we went down with him.
All right.
It's all good.
You understand what this means then?
We do. Perhaps next time you might consider not.
I'm sorry. I often act without thinking. However,
They're like, I guess it's true.
Yeah.
if anything, that should only lend credence to my resolve.
The one from the stone pillar.
Ask anything you have to ask.
Yeah.
What
Here's
do you
something
hope
from the
to
door.
do?
I hope to make up for the mistakes of my father. And I hope to get some good out of the sacrifice that the Proctus family made.
From the steel pillar. The I have to remember what I made it. Sorry.
God.
Male sits there. She says, "What are you prepared to lose?"
Whatever it takes.
Give me an intelligence check. Or no, sorry.
Yeah.
Give me
I was like-
a history is a skill, so give me a history check. It is an intelligence based one, so you're gonna get a -1. But like,
Sure.
I am actually gonna say for this one specifically, you don't have a -1. You don't have proficiency, but you don't have -1.
Yes.
Is it cocked?
No. It's just odd the amount of times that number has shown up today.
1.
No, 5.
Oh,
again.
5 or Nelly.
All right. But yeah,
Pyronelli Fratterfuller.
from the pearl, you
boy.
you see a wait, this representative, is you see a dwarven male, or sorry, a gnome male, and he says, "What do you hope to find?"
Understanding? Of why my father, the person who taught me everything, the person who told me that self-sacrifice was the noblest thing somebody could do. Exactly what it was that scared him away from doing this in the first place. And along with that, proof that I can be better.
And from the onyx pillar, the dwarf kind of like with a curled smile. "And what do you put as collateral?"
What is it you want?
The Fratterfullers will have to give up all holdings. If you choose to run away.
Honestly, it doesn't matter what you ask for. I'm not running away.
Then it looks like it's to a vote. And Veritelli at that he's like hits you on the side a little bit.
And if I may say one thing, this is my first time in Rekia, which I'm sure doesn't surprise you. It's been interesting to see everything about it, but Thorgal,
Looks up.
I'm familiar with your company in Sested.
Please continue. How do you know them?
They've recently come upon a spot of trouble.
Yes. Yes, they
You've
have.
heard.
She sent word. Well, Aretha is, well, she's my cousin, but, how do you know Aretha? How do you know she? What is the relationship you have there?
I'm the one who found out what happened.
You are part of Mountain Dews.
Oh shit, I forgot that was her name.
Yes. And I don't want to leave without being completely honest. Part of the reason I'm here is that I'm looking for anything that will help me to save Gornal. And if I can't do this, then I can't save him. So I need to show that I can do this. Rovak,
A discussion for another time, but
I just
you may
I just want you to know.
a discussion for another time. Come to me in off hours. Come to us, Florgal House. You have shown.
He kind of like points to the pick and the shield. You have shown metal. You have shown you. You are Fratterfuller. We will have you in house. But if I may be so bold, he gets kind of like a wave from the onyx chairs. You are welcome in house anytime. And we shall discuss more of what you mean. Please continue.
And then Rovak,
She looks down at you.
I flash the crest. Pavarish is in good health. And although he's proud to be doing the work that he's doing, he misses Rakia. I just thought you should know.
She takes that.
Are there any other questions or doubts?
None of the 16. And the onyx sort of like. Well, I might say that was the. If there's no further objections. Kind of looks down towards the three below him, and they just kind of. Well, I suppose we'll take it to a vote then. All in favor for. Excuse me.
He grabs his small
Right.
stuff.
All those in favor for letting Mr. Fratterfuller the opportunity to rectify his father's mistake. And you see immediately the Thorgal and the Fratterfuller raise. 8 other families from the 12. And slowly you see the Rovak. Not slowly, like contemplatively, but just sort of very gently, the Rovak. And that's sort of when the other 8 start to raise their hands. And once the Rovak does, you see the family from the steel raise. And the stone raise. The onyx and 2 of the other families do not.
Onyx person.
But
Prophets. It's capitalism.
He just looks and he says, "Name your time."
Three days. Midday.
Motion approved.
Dude, we're doing a heist.
Do
with
the
that-
heist.
That's what we're gonna call it today.
Yay!
Heist.
Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Thank you, Momo,
Thank
for
you.
being
Hey, good
quirky
boy.
and quiet all at the same time.
You very
Lots of
Let's
cats.
just remind them again that don't forget the Dragon's Horde.
Dragon's Horde Dice Company, their first Kickstarter for the solid sterling silver dice, which look gorgeous. You can see pictures on their Twitter, on their Facebook, on their Instagram.
Also, we've put it in our little ad too that we're putting out, so like you'll see it.
I'm really excited for these, and I want to see
They
it succeed.
look
And the
gorgeous.
They're really beautiful, and they're the
The
only
mobs
one
are
of their
really
kind
cute.
as well.
Yeah.
Like they're the
Yeah.
only solid sterling silver dice. That
I don't
you
know how we're not
absolutely
famous
sell.
because I could watch Chris play D&D all day. Honest to God.
How are we?
Like-
I can watch you play. What are you talking about?
Listen,
Go to a place. Go to a place your character wants to go to, and we'll see you shine. So
And-
You
I'm
only
there.
did
It's
shine
drunk.
when you lost your eye. Like I was like,
Yeah.
we're gonna keep moving.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you
Thank
guys.
you.
Enjoy your holidays.
And
Yeah.
Happy New Year!
Yeah, enjoy.
Merry holidays.
Enjoy
All
your-
the holidays.
Enjoy
We'll
your
see you on
holidays.
the New
We'll see
Year.
you.
Yeah.
We'll see you in the New Year. I
New
guess.
Year's
We're
Day.
talking about playing. We're talking about broadcasting on January 1st, that Wednesday, but it's really rough.
It's gonna
We
come
might-
out of scheduling.
Yeah, like we might not do it for. We might be dark for 2 weeks, so we'll let you know.
We'll be back by the 8th for sure.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Definitely.
Hopefully the 1st.
Hopefully.
Hopefully it's the first, because we gotta usher in the 2020s.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
New
Thanks,
decade!
guys.
Wow.
Have a
Thank
good night.
you.
Yeah.
It's like you still dab, but you do like jazz hands while you do it.
Ugh.
Doesn't-